be getting into this series. We've got Heroic, we've got the Anubis nuke if we do so require it. And I want to hear what the next big TriCast is thinking. Yanko, I'm sure you're agreeing with the
his profile picture.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to now, don't I? But I think it's interesting with this map.
How do you join directly with camera? That's crazy.
You wanted camera, so...
Yeah, it would be nice. Hey, sick! Swanny, how are you doing, G?
Doing great, and you?
Nice. Wait, give me 1 second. I need to set up. One second.
I like what we've gotten out of this one. I think it could lead to a pretty competitive series. Oh, and already a hot
Who are you cheering for?
Monesy. I like what I'm seeing
Me too, obviously. Not a question.
It's day one of the groups, so let's get into this.
Have to cheer for monesy.
Yeah, man.
We had some choice words out of Nerds before this. He said maybe I'm delusional, but I think we can play in the SpotX. So let's see if they realize that delusion now.
Full screen.
He's hold of it. But G2 seemed to have his pistol in the bag. Look at the flank.
Hey, sorry, bro. Usually I'm always early.
Yeah, always there.
No. It's just the first game of the day, you know. I still had some business.
Next push back.
It's all good.
Well, if Heroic can get good positions established, this could be a round worth talking about. That bomb is a little wider than default, so maybe Shush can play for the heaven, but niko taps
what is that chain?
Is
that a
G2 players left and really
oh, it's a random one. But you know this club, the best one in Germany?
What club?
VfB Stuttgart.
Soccer?
And it is
Yeah.
Interesting, right? We talked about
bro,
it,
I'm
like
so
last
zero
year as
into
well
it.
when it came to G2.
I know nothing.
The best club.
Hey, bro, I'm happy that it works now. I remember I asked you last time, but you were on another
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Chat, is
Easy
audio,
run for G2.
is audio good?
You know, people talk
wait.
Yeah.
I have it.
Because niko and monesy are on A.
Say something funny. Test 1 2 1 2.
Hello. 1 2 3. Hello.
Niko is new to playing A on CT side. In his time in
Again?
Probably shit mic. Yes, hello. My mic is not the best. It's low tech quality.
Perfect. Chat, this is good now, no? Bro, I'm not even awake yet. I haven't even drinking my coffee yet.
How is life?
If I'm a little bit fried right now, it's
That's fine.
Comes out with a double and Hunt is
But it looks easy for G2. Even though I'm a bit scared of the overpass T side, but the CT side always look good.
Yeah? We have to see if we are aligned, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mods, prediction fast, please. Swanny, you always... I heard your name early, I remember. You always played with Trilux back in the day, no?
Yes, unfortunately.
Why unfortunately?
No, it's just kidding. He's a good guy.
Yeah, very good guy. What's the time for you?
144, 43, 42.
Oh, boss.
I'm foot sick. Yeah.
So I think that's a great sign to see if niko can keep
How do you feel about our pass?
Did you play on SK
God.
before?
Yeah, there's an interesting video online. SK is funny, the movie from Trilux.
Really?
It's like 500k views, where it's just like a fake compilation.
Jesus.
He fucked me good in the ass with it.
Good protocol that they have to open up around against a monster.
Chat, the casters, are they too loud or not?
He goes, he swings, he pre-fires.
They just waffle anyways, no?
For example,
We are spitting facts and they're just waffling, bro. You gotta keep that in mind. We have 2 fucking FaZe level 10s that you can listen to and you want the level 5s to be turned up. That's crazy.
Focusing on the basics, getting the basics down on overpass.
I'll do it like this.
Let's see if they can not get headshot by Scout up mid.
We've certainly seen some niko moments from here.
What are the maps? Do we know?
Map for the Scout.
Overpass, Anubis, and Nuke. Bro, you just watched it 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, bro. I'm still waking up, I'm telling you.
The big ticket item, the surprise.
Are we thinking 2-0?
This round is the AK on Nerds.
I'm thinking 2-1.
Right now they've heard the
Overpass will go to Heroic.
Pistols, but now they learn about the AK and Nerds isn't able to get that open.
But Anubis is easy peasy for G2.
Down here towards short. That's freed up an extra player to go and help on the top site.
Yeah, chat, chill, bro.
That's now moving in. Oh, kxan.
Oh,
hello. He's touching niko. He's giving him a back rub, but it's just the Glock. And shot in the back. That's the end of the
Chat,
line.
chill your titties, bro. Everything good now? Anything louder? Anything more silent? Just say stream louder, stream more silent, stream louder, stream more silent.
Heroic were. The hero AK gets nothing done.
What that could have been if kxan found niko, not the other way around, because niko goes ahead, gets 2 kills on the site. That could have been a way in for
I'm too
Heroic,
loud now. This shit is
an
crazy.
eco to forget about as the first full buy comes in. How do you feel
Are you
about
still?
that?
Fuck. I hope it's not a weird question. You're still
taking a map. Heroic want to make a mainstay.
G2, no?
Obviously, it's something new for G2.
I am
maybe
independent.
By Nexus somewhat.
Independent. Nice.
Yeah, I think
independent.
Bro, okay, because I was
contract on 1st of January.
Okay. Because I was about to say, if you're still like on the bench or something, I saw Kassad tweet yesterday. You saw that?
No, yeah, I saw it. But I think he just wants to stay relevant. Some fucking weird tweets.
Fair. Right? And also where your star players are the most comfortable.
I don't know why people always give him attention. If I was twistzz, I would never answer him. Like,
on your team,
what the fuck?
Permaban Mirage, right? But then you look at their 3 Mirages, they lost 13-5, 13-3, 13-3.
They always fired shots at fucking hooks, you know?
Clearly wrong. Niko,
yeah, he did. Even though we won like 2 big events, but always like the community was always
I know my
crazy.
shit. World Finals, Blast World Finals, and, of course, Cologne or Katowice, I forgot. Cologne!
Both. But World Finals was in a different year. World Finals is December, and Kato is February, and Cologne is August.
That's crazy, I forgot.
Coupled with nades.
And people were still like, especially Kassad was like saying what a shit IGL and also what a shit coach and stuff, and I was like, okay.
Nah.
We won like the 2 biggest IEM trophies, and I guess it's just shit.
And now his team didn't even make it to the RMR. Ouch.
Yeah, I was about to tweet something, but...
JKS carried hard. Oh my god, this chat.
Oh, twistzz.
JKS was good.
Yeah, very good.
Check through the crack in mid.
At clutching and everything, yeah.
Drops the smoke in, but twistzz is already ahead of it. Now I really wondered, does he try and
oh my god, if this is 13-0, I have to give away 1,000.
The timing, he's going to turn back around.
No way 13-0.
Niko will deal with him. Cleanly done on the MP9. And so an early advantage for G2 secured from Niko. Good.
What do you think about new Heroic?
Over on the short side. Now this B side's about to get pressured. Bomb waiting on kxan's back outside of Monster. Oh dear, Niko.
I love
Niko. A big helping hand. He's
he's also fucking good.
A double agent.
He's fucking good, you said?
Have to go at Monster.
Yeah, he's really good.
His swing is very delayed though, and nerds will just get the
especially because he's so good at like being hybrid and not only like AWP. He can rifle like a god as well. So important in CS2. The same with Ilia. Like he's so good at rifling and entering with AK.
Monesy.
Yeah, I call him Monesy for you.
A great entry for nerds there.
That was a difference maker in the round. You know, it seems like a terrible situation for Heroic. That was a great flash, having the presence of mind that G2
guys, in-game audio is... What do you mean it's too quiet, bro?
The B defense crumbles, and that was a massive round. All those kills that Heroic was getting despite losing rounds put pressure
on saying your mic is
G2's economy.
Hey, it is that. I fully understand. It's fucking wireless policy. It's bullshit.
kxan already bringing in some good energy to Heroic
wireless
right
is
now.
so like, I don't know, just so handy. Like you can go toilet, you can do everything, and still hear stream.
Opportunity and strong players behind him, so I'm very excited.
And last year we have never been at home, so I don't really need the headset. But now I need a better one.
And he's a player that's not quiet himself either when it comes to performing. We've seen him, frag highly in big games. So I'm actually very excited.
I am not ready for this first game. I woke up too late.
Easy to expect.
What's your sleeping schedule like right now?
But
a good one actually. At like 12 I go to bed, and at 9 or 10 I wake up the latest.
After an underwhelming time.
It's also because my girlfriend is working full time, so I wake up pretty early.
That's good. That's perfect.
I like it.
Bopping Niko in mid. Shadow gives
when we were like on the road, it was always so fucked up, and now I finally have a decent one.
Something sterner falls back to the site. HooXi's here with a deagle, but there's everyone coming in.
HooXi Deeg. Will he be able to do anything? The flashes do make life a little easier for HooXi, who puts up
nice try, Mr. HooXi.
He had 2 in the round, but his teammates start to fall around him, and so this one, there was.
Who's the best team in your opinion right now?
2K.
Probably big clan, I guess.
Now in this 1-on-3,
Nine just said.
The best at throwing, maybe, yeah.
There is a world where he can attempt to sneak out through the bank, right? He's only got one player fighting him here.
I mean, Vitality lost to some fucking
AK comes up top trumps for Heroic.
games they shouldn't have. Same with FaZe Clan.
So
has NaVi lost to like an underdog or anything in the spring groups?
Like
no, right?
Like,
no.
They
won against G2 twice.
Yeah. 2-1 and 2-0. That's crazy. Maybe NaVi even, no?
G2 has a decent
I don't know. I think like right now, there's like so many good teams like never before. Like FaZe is fucking good, Vitality is good. I was really surprised that VP was going out so early because I had pretty high hopes for them. And then you also have Spirit now with the full lineup.
Yeah.
Who make like a lot of damage, like a shit ton.
Hey, this next game is gonna be ridiculous. NaVi was Spirit.
Crazy.
Wasn't looking great up until that series against Liquid.
I honestly feel like Vitality is the best right now.
He's a big game player, so maybe he was just
saving it all in
I would be sick like for Spirit to win it instantly with Donk and Donk being MVP.
His style of play as well.
Oh, that would be insane.
Wasn't the monesy debut really good as well?
Yeah, he was not MVP, it was Hunter, but he was really close to being MVP.
Be able to make the playoffs here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is where for Heroic on the other side, right? They've kind of had the run through the play-ins as their kind of chance to feel very warmed up at this event. Obviously, no issues for them there, right? They're able to run through it flawlessly. So a good look from Heroic put forward. G2, meanwhile, having just arrived. And so this round isn't going to get exciting. It never should.
Who's the guy on the left?
Get a kill or two, keep a little bit of pressure on the economy. Kixon might even just go for a little bit of aggression here. He has a Mac 10, he can farm those kills.
Why didn't you come to Cologne playoffs or something? Would be sick, no?
Yeah. This year I want to. Yeah, chat will say cover. This year I want to go on some events. For sure.
I would be sick. I'm not gonna leave you home most likely.
Nah, bro, I will.
One of those guys.
This year's the year. Trust.
Considering it looked like the USPs weren't gonna do too much.
I feel you. Home is the best.
My whole team's at long, man. Like.
Where are you? Do you still live in Germany?
Yeah, Stuttgart, like close to Stuttgart in Ulm.
A couple of nades, you can drop over that AK to Niko, and
down in the south.
Every dollar counts, Harry. Every penny counts, and to be able to now have a good buy with nades on everyone, that's going to go a long way for G2's defense.
That was also funny as fuck in real life.
Oh, will it be goodbyes?
He's a
good guy. Yeah, he's really funny.
Instead, next to kickstart this round. Through the lip of that smoke, he just spams them out as Kixon's trying to go up tempo through Monster.
Honestly, good bounce back from 0-3, already 3 T rounds.
Gives some time for
And I know G2's T side is not the best.
All the way up through middle.
Hoxie, free kill.
He's kind of allowing for this heavier lead.
You cannot hold those angles in CS2 anymore. You always have to like jiggle and swing on timing.
That could serve to
Pika's advantage is a bit crazy.
I love this slowdown, the 4-on-4. They're even holding for the T-spawn flank. They have connector. They know that G2 will have heavy numbers at B, so they're hoping a flank comes in early before they commit to their execute.
What do you think about CS2?
Tracks, though, and now Heroic.
I didn't like it too much at the start. Also, still not the biggest fan of a lot of small things like Pika's advantage is crazy. You cannot properly boost without like dropping off most of the times.
They're wondering if monesy is going
There's a lot of things that I need to fix, but somehow they don't listen. Also, like little quality of life changes like seal bob or seal right hand.
Nah, fuck that.
Nah, but there's like a lot of those little things they could easily implement, but I feel like they're just too lazy to do.
Is
and I don't understand why.
Because imagine like there's a smoke, you start shooting through it, and then your gun like it comes from the right, and the bullet, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know.
Or at least then they should at least make like a statement or something and don't just keep everyone in the dark about all this stuff.
Good for the double, and one more man still to chase down. There's a couple of kills with the Mac 10. Gifting him the promise of this AWP, and it might just be the difference maker here for
Nexa always. I don't know if JKS would have had that, but
monesy and Nexa rising to the occasion. to lock in that lead for the G2 squad.
Nice little change of pace from G2 with the aggression up A that really made all the difference in the end, but also good patience from monesy and Hunter not to go deeper into bank or upstairs. Instead wait for the push from Heroic, who felt like they needed to take more control, knowing that there's a flank from niko coming from somewhere.
What?
The chat yes, that is fucking crazy.
Figuring out what it is they want to do.
Oh, I like this shot.
I do it once for you.
It's like being back at Cologne, you're able to just stand above the
cam, I don't even see it. Let's go.
Get that full POV, see every screen, hear the comms.
Holy shit.
Do love the Hall of Heroes here at Katowice for that very reason.
Do you play any other games,
streaming going on yet? G2 coming
only
in
meeting.
To start the series.
Only what?
You remember meeting?
Yes, meeting 2.
Yes.
That's no way.
So good and relaxing.
Bro.
Invite as well.
Isn't that shit hella addicting?
After that.
Yes, it is. That's the problem. That's why I could never play it when I was coaching, and now I have all the time.
No. Oh man. I used to play back in the day, it was similar. It was a competitor, I guess. Cabal Online, I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Silk Road, all that stuff, yeah.
Did you play it as well?
No, but I heard about it. There was a lot of MMORPGs.
If I had to guess,
and they're all fucking addicting. That's the problem.
Bro, meeting 2 in 2024 is crazy.
Understanding if they give G2 space, G2's going to
but only on like private servers, so you don't have to cash like 3k or something.
Some utility on mid, smoking divider, you know, maybe mauling banana. I think they might come back and retake water.
Oh, niko's trapped. They're above, they're below, they're everywhere, and he can't land a shot. Blinded out middle.
That's interesting.
A huge opening kill, forcing a rotation back towards that A side. Will that tempt them into lower? They know
monesy is crazy. This map suits him so good.
And so Kix's left to lurk in the long toilet.
I also feel like G2 should have played the map a lot earlier, also when I was there, but like some players really didn't want to play it.
JKS?
It seems to be the right one.
No, Hunter.
In the bomb site.
Okay.
He doesn't like it at all.
They know what to expect, but they've only got one flash. It has to be perfect. Monesy,
but he also has like the worst positions, I would say, like playing connector on T side where you have barely any action, and once in a lifetime you get action, it's mostly a CTR peeking you, so... Oh my god, my Oh, nice try. That was fucking sick.
Did all he can in that round to turn the tide, but now it's on the rest of G2 to try and pick this up in the retake. They'll go fast through the bank.
Okay.
Good trade out of Hunter.
Oh, it's niko
left up in this one.
niko is winning it.
Sat right on top of the bomb. Like a mother hen right now. Here he is trying to knock out these predators. Through the dumpster, they will get the trade. And it's some fancy trade work from Hunter to kind of facilitate this round in the first place. I like that reposition from him.
Expensive round, they win next, they are full broke.
Double swing out of the dumpster. And it's all kick-started with that nice little sequence from monesy to even tip the scales into a retakeable round in the first place.
It would have been 3 kills for monesy if it was CSGO, but you see this slight change in the default box here comes back to haunt him, that muscle memory as he tries to re-peek long. There's a slab of the box that comes out. It gives the advantage to the heroic player out long. But still, there's some swift shots for monesy to find 2 opening kills. He's 13-3 right now on this A site.
Absolutely, Heroic still with enough money to buy, now going for 3
Wait,
guys
what
down
the fuck? The analyst is casting, I just realized.
Really?
Speaking of quickly, I mean, niko all the way up through mid and all the way down the slide.
Why is my blood casting? Oh no, they're doing triple caster?
Even in the 4-on-4, and him and monesy back in towards the A bomb site.
Then I hear you, then I hear 3
casters. I hate
and
triple caster.
Then I'm paranoid.
I don't know why ESL does that.
That 1 kill early. Likely going to stretch the defense just a little thinner, hone in their sights on the B site.
Threesome cast is so annoying. There are no breaks, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Goes for the trade, and that
I feel like it's also too much as a viewer.
Yeah.
Too much information, everyone wants to talk. Non-stop waffling.
Could have blown up Tess on the plant. Instead, he'll come swinging solo. There's a trade. It's
and now G2 is fucked. They are full broke.
It's not the prettiest
They have to force now.
But it certainly gets the job done.
And monesy better do something crazy now.
Held on so long for short and then moved right before that player comes swinging.
What the peak, holy shit.
4 health on Tessus as well. Gun diff.
Guys, I'm closing the prediction. Now, bro.
Take a
Last
CS
chance.
break, I found a GF.
Oh, tough situation for
Okay.
Hunter there. I mean, that was the frag that really
Enter.
swung around in
But I remember
Heroic's
last year
favor.
we
I
lost
also,
first game as well.
You know, Niko with the aggro play,
And then we won
MP9.
Katowice, so it's all
I
good.
think there should
Who did you
be a
lose to?
swap with the A player for the
FaZe,
MP9,
first
right?
game.
I mean, the B
Then we
guy
played
can play
against
close
Big.
monster. You have plenty of setups where
Had a little
you can
shouting
actually
from
One
the
against
top.
Big?
a good gun to use.
Yeah.
So,
What the fuck?
you know,
What a
that
question,
play
what
may
the
be a
fuck?
bit
Crazy.
forced by the fact which weapon he has. And G2 this whole half.
I
mean, their
remember
money
Goff
has
was
been
shouting, hattet ihr auch Eco
tight.
after they won second round?
They get reset once again.
And then we
so
won the next
back to
round
the
and I was
scout,
shouting,
MP9 and
na Goff,
pistols.
warum so ruhig?
Yeah, I mean, in that regard, right, it feels like
good
Heroic
times.
kind of had them right where they
Good
want them
times.
constantly at this breaking point on the CT side.
Another B-rush, the spawn, heaven smoke, the fast
Uh-oh.
shot, they're sending it.
Classic
Just
Heroic.
straight in with the Mac-10.
It's
Good old
heaven
B-rush.
smoke.
Looking at farm, he's got support, everyone's swinging
B-rush
out
always
behind
blocked,
him.
always been puck.
And so now it's
Niko
only
Digger?
Niko, but they shouldn't be ready
Oh.
for this fourth man.
They don't know he's here?
Spam on the smoke, but that
They
only
know he's
further
A player,
sells
so they
the
don't
idea
expect
that no
him.
one else is here.
Niko?
Niko might just have
Niko
a
movie?
golden opportunity.
Nico.
Flick though.
It's
Maybe
gonna be
line
hard
up.
to get out of this
Ah!
with
No
one, and
movie.
on that smoke fade, they flush Niko out. Monesy never even gets a
Monesy
chance to
13
play
kills
here.
already.
It shushes Mac-10. That shuts G2 up.
Perfect round to go for an execute like that or a speedy
Oh
rush.
God,
We've seen
5 to
Heroic
5
already
against
try
Heroic.
round 2 and almost get away. This time they had a little bit more to work with. Rifles on 4 players. Didn't matter that they missed the heaven smoke.
I
G2
think side
started
T rounds
with
is
4
sick
in the
without
bomb
pistol.
site.
You said you were worried about
Still
Jesus'
Heroic
T
are
side now?
hunting, trying to get rid of
Yeah,
the
whenever we
little
played it
bit.
in practice, we
Going on,
always got
Monesy doesn't have the
smashed.
skill
I mean,
for next round. It
maybe
will
they
be
improved a lot
fully good
in the
for
last 2
G2.
weeks, but
Yeah, let's see.
Well, they're not going to be able to find him, it seems. So
that was
something
pretty
to
shit.
worry about on that A site next time. 5-5, already a fantastic T-half out of Heroic, but these will be the deciding rounds, more so the last of the half. As G2, seemingly at best case, can only split it 6-6. Teething issues.
Yeah, I like the
Niko modding a bit.
When there's no utility, it's hard to stop that rush. You just need to scale.
Not a good
Did you see
sign.
the game where he went? What
Did
was it?
exactly that.
Like
So now
280
G2
yard?
and
No,
Niko,
580
the best
yard.
they can do is
Yeah,
tie
yeah,
at 6-6.
bro, but Blast also did him. Oh, holy shit.
Or
Blast
not
also
a
did him
bad
dirty and
start.
showed like the stats
Not a bad
in
start.
halftime and
This is
stuff.
I shot them as well before.
He's not
Like he's
missing right now.
having a rough
14
time.
and 4.
Let the man be.
Running through
I love
Monster, but
doing
it's
that.
not clean for Nikodos, and he actually needed to stop them picking up that gun. That's one of the ways this could go wrong. It could
Maybe
get worse.
if Niko
He's getting
just
rushed
dies
right
now,
now.
he's in trouble.
The spam comes through.
Big
Chipping
trouble.
Away. Wood chipper. Nikodos, he's just
Tix is on his
hoping,
way.
praying, and the help is here.
Niko.
But they'll just keep spamming him. What's he gonna expect?
Okay.
This is the
Niko,
bomb.
yeah, he puts the rifle to
No,
to
not
death,
against
and
full
Kixon
equal.
has to run away with the package.
This is stressful.
I don't
Kixon
think they
went
expect
back to
Hunter.
try and
No
help-
way, Tess is
to try
checked.
and help his teammate there trapped in the corner. Nikodos fed to the wolves
Double
eventually.
dink, come on.
At least he will get away with that bomb in tow. Shush has cracked open the A
Still
site in
winnable.
the meantime. And
But I
right
also
now,
saw in
G2
Blast that
very
G2 won
spread
a
out
shit ton
all
of
across
those
the map. He's
half by
rotating
Zen
and
full
take
eco
time.
rounds.
Hooks
Especially
has
on
just been
Vertigo, I
holding
remember
W
like
the
full
entire
USP
round,
could
it
have won.
feels like all the way up behind them.
So maybe
Maybe here a
there's
little
still some
faster than
magic.
they're ready for. I mean, Heroic know
Have
they
a
don't
smoke as well.
really have a whole lot of control. That's why you see them trying to push their way.
Monesy
in
needs to hit
through
the banger.
back. Look to take something over towards CT. G2
No kid.
largely all coming in on this flank.
Oh, they go hunting. That's a
It's
great
Joa.
chase.
And even though you've got these two AKs, a lot of time has ticked off this bomb already. Heroic now set up in a post plant. There should not be a way back in. Smoke goes out. That's certainly going to add a little
What's the
more
concept
pressure
in,
here, but
what's
Heroic aren't
the...
feeling
Is
worried
it double
yet.
LM?
Tap on the bomb.
Yeah, it's
leaving
double LM.
kills on the spam, and Nex is going to get out with the AK
They play
at least.
against the loser
Killed Niko all
of
the way back
Mouse
here, you know?
and
I think he
Gamer
was
Legion?
holding, trying to save the AK, and some random spam hit him all the way in the back.
Through the bank smoke. That's actually crazy, yeah. Because as monesy's pushing in with the USB, or whoever that was on the site.
Yeah.
Let's go, G2 needs the last one. But this shot from Ilya.
At the same time, they wanted to keep those AKs for last round. I guess niko is calling run away, let me die to Kixon. That's why he doesn't swing. It's the smart call. But I would have loved to just see niko go for a one shot, get one kill there, take someone out with you. Instead. It's a bit of a disaster on the B push.
But they still look happy, so all good. And to the B rush. Let's go.
All the way back at long.
They're gonna rush me again? No. Oh my god, it's just nerds. He's done this before, but he's got a lurk smoke to play with.
Nexa taught me how to hold dildo.
Oh, good flash.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh!
Swinging on out does deal
Almost
with the man
collateral.
that's already up and through these smokes. And so those nice protocols to try and deal with these faster
Was Nexa, did you, with Nexa, was he, or was it where you...
Yeah, we played World Finals.
In the last round, like, of course, G2 are going to flash peek it. They
I
know
was
you're
still
actually
coach for World Finals. Not the most successful, but I was there.
He doesn't get the kill.
I remember.
Teammate baited for him and everything. Good check from twistzz.
The last dance.
And Shush knows he's got monesy trapped on the long side.
We had bootcamp
No
and then
guarantee with
World
his kill.
Finals.
monesy
He's so
flashes
clean.
and peeks, and he obliterates the entry.
Never
It just
misses.
makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? How good he is. Crazy awareness to be ready for Shush up deep and then to actually nail the shot. I mean, that is just a headshot angle there from the AWP.
Look at him go.
Flying around this smoke as well. monesy doesn't feel content with just that one kill. Gonna have two players coming his way down the long side, but he likes these ranges. Might just look to go through that. They're not up into the site yet. That pressure isn't on just yet. So monesy playing right on the edge of this smoke. Takes the contact. monesy fires off the shot, but won't commit to the push. G2, a man up. Bomb still not planted for Heroic, and the pressure is on. They're pinned in at the truck. These two players from G2 keeping on the back lines, and it's monesy's AWP every step of the way on this CT side that's been able to deliver.
Not over yet, twistzz clutch.
Leaves it all on twistzz 1v3. And monesy never even sees him, man. What's going on?
6-6 is honestly fine if you win T-pistol.
Absolutely wild. Another 3K from monesy, and that's how G2 tie up the half.
Alright. Ja, ja, Nico.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see, I want to see the stats. Let me check the fucking T side. You said it was bad in Prague?
In practice it was bad.
Oh, yeah, the stats say the same. Uh-oh.
Like bad.
Yeah.
Like we had one practice day where we played 3 overpasses and we won 1 T round. And we didn't even play really good opponents.
Oh, man.
Played like TSM and some other opponents, so we should easily win more.
Okay.
They had like 3 weeks, right? So
Yeah.
maybe.
Vamos. Who do you want to win, Katowice? Apart from G2, of course. Any team you like?
I at least would like to have some Polish representation in the arena.
Yeah.
But I would like personally, I would love for Spirit because it would be like a Cinderella story somehow with like Donkey and Shiro. But just someone different, not FaZe and not Vitality.
Yeah.
I like to see like different teams win.
Yeah. Oh man, the Spirit game is so nuclear.
It's gonna be sick, yeah.
Bro, the odds are favoring Spirit. That's crazy. What the fuck?
I think it's like their first really good opponent on LAN with full lineup, so really hard to say.
Huh? Chat, that's crazy, no?
I mean, they played fucking insane Counter-Strike in group stage, so...
Bro, is this... Why are you saying question mark? Are you dumb? Learn to read the percentage. Bro, the fucking betting odds. If it's lower on Spirit, it means they're favored.
Chat.
I saw something on Twitter. Is it they only played against Vitality or something when it comes to tier 1 opponents on LAN?
I don't think they even played with Donk on LAN.
Oh, baby.
Definitely not with Shiro and Donk.
Yeah. Man. where I wanted to watch a game together with Donk as well. I added him on Discord, and he said, "I'm too shy, I can't join. My English too bad."
I mean, he's
so cool.
Cute, but I like the way he's like shouting and everything with 16. It's
Yeah,
so good.
Crazy. I thought he would be like stressed or something.
Yeah.
Not at all. Vamos. Chat. Just so you know.
17? Jesus Christ, okay.
What?
I take everything back. He's not that good anymore.
Why? What happened?
Because he's 17, not 16.
Bro, it's so annoying.
Destroyed.
His birthday was like a fucking week ago or something.
But you say one wrong thing and chat is on you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really see it too often because I'm always right, but yeah, they do that. Let's go.
Way in the server, he is looking lights out right now. A stellar first half from the G2 AWP.
It's annoying that he just had his birthday, bro. He could have taken the 60 cookie points and everything, you know, for Katowice.
He's having a field day. And will he be the difference maker for this G2 squad here on Overpass at almost 20 kills deep? He's making a very convincing case for it.
We'll have to see how aggressive
pistol for G2. If they lose the pistol, it's
get
over.
away with that kind of madness on T-side Overpass, but I'm excited to see that all come through.
A lot of utility and P250, so that tells you slow crawl on A and wanting to do an A execute, but there's 3 players in connector from Heroic. They're going to
looks like a good old A execute from long.
A bit about
and Heroic is not in position.
Yeah, this is quite a gamble to make when you don't have a kit. I always find that dangerous playing solo bomb sites with 5 armored players.
Good stuff ready. Ilie always has the craziest skins.
twistzz has looked solid right now. It's a team effort across Heroic. He's going to be met with the brunt of G2. And instead pulls back into the safety of A.
Heroic can somehow delay for a few more seconds. It's gonna be
this is bad, no?
Bad for Heroic, yeah. G2 have this side pretty fast and Niko can already watch.
He gets activated. Nice kill from Nerds. Any more in the tank?
Nice.
God, monesy.
What? Why nice?
Yeah. The situation there, but caught running out into the open. Gives that one away
in the egg.
Oopsie.
I mean, not nice, of course.
Hooksy now teed up to play around the bomb. Takes out one, but that's the end of the line.
That's really bad.
Round secured.
That's pretty bad, but at least I got a plan so they can buy Gallias and maybe an AK. So.
Bulk of it. A hat trick from him.
Second round after plant on CT is always the worst. Because if you lose this round now, it's worse than if you lose pistol.
Did you watch the Big Clan game yesterday?
Of course.
Bro!
It was so tilting.
Yeah.
But it's 5v3 when they had match point and bomb was in spawn, I was like, fuck, no. And Nog fucking movies it.
Depends where the CT is.
Honestly, Big is playing good Counter-Strike. They have like this mental...
Yeah! Did you listen to the Goppy interview after the game?
Yeah.
The words in their head! They say like, yeah, there's this button we could push and we can't win. Huh? What is that?
I remembered, like, we had the same because, like, before I was coach, they were in a lot of finals and they always got smashed 3-0. And then in their head, like, we had to do so many things with, like, mental coaches to overcome this issue. And as soon as you, like, we won the first final 3-0 and afterwards it was so easy, like we won every final we were in, and like it's just like one thing in your head that you need, like this feeling that okay, it's actually possible to win at least.
Yeah.
And then it's so much easier. So when they can get over this hurdle, I think they're actually going to be a really good team because the Counter-Strike they play is good.
Big has it with qualifying right now. You had it with fucking trophies or whatever. They have it with qualifying.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for them right now because now they have nothing for like 4 months, I think. They have no IMR, they have no Blast, no Katowice. Yeah.
Next
you don't want to play shorter.
In the back line, but flushed out by monesy, who finding a lot of success still. 2 kills from him on his AK, so that's something dependable for G2 at least. That's what they need right now if they want to keep this round competitive.
They have
Hunter's in a really nice spot here.
He can Hunter said it's clear that they might be pretty fucked.
He's just kind of biding his time. The longer he goes unchecked here, the more damage he could do, but he's just
nice shot. Tech9 is also so fucking OP, it's crazy.
That's Nexa, bro. JKS could have had an AK there.
Another one of these backstabs that Heroic are relying upon.
2v1.
Monesy, the one responsible for planting, will get spammed out. And with so little time left, Hunter's going to go for the kill or the plant. He
5
can't do
seconds.
both,
Oh my
though.
days.
He will try to plug in those
What is
digits.
TesZz
He
doing?
gets away with it.
I don't know.
So now we get into some real...
What is Hunter doing?
Oh!
He himself.
twistzz with the flick back
Huh?
around to send
Oh,
Hunter
boy.
back
Did he
in.
run?
G2 are doing there. They have
Yeah.
they have
Why?
Monesy holding the contract,
I don't know.
but Nexus still wants to cross the truck. They have default. They have a guy front.
But it's
bank.
okay, they can still buy a lot of damage they kill
Oh
for
no,
guys. Other
Niko
players.
head scratcher.
When the whole field
Yeah.
of planting default with the flank being open,
Things
is
you don't
covered
like
by
to see.
Monesy.
I wish I had an answer for you, Hugo. I think it's just a little bit of chaos and miscommunication as to what's open and what they need to do.
Niko's
You
life.
see it on Niko's reaction. So a huge round for twistzz to clutch.
But it's honestly fine. Like they made so much damage if they win this round. It's all
Their
good.
economy is still pretty poor. They
Don't
get
worry.
all 5
Monesy
M4s,
masterclass
but
with AK now.
not full
Yeah.
utility, only 1 kit on Kixan, and G2 goes into another force buy.
Maybe just a desperate B rush here for G2. At least out water. 4 starting lower. Mid util comes in for nerds, but he will go back to A. And we keep 4 on B with a solid passive defense. No one dedicated to monster, just barrels, jump spots. So Hunter's going to contact in. He might be able to catch someone off guard here.
Maybe a
Look at
good
those
move,
CTs
they're not aware.
moving out of the bomb site, and Hunter's
Oh,
got very
timing.
far in, but the turn timing couldn't be worse. And the
Okay,
players
Monesy is alive.
What is it,
4
AK?
on 3 in an instant.
Is it 1x
Flash, and HooXi makes it work. He's even got an upgrade here in the pit.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a slowdown. Once they get this bomb planted, the pressure's no longer on. They can just look to get
Easy
set
win.
up and play around it. Heroic have to go slow.
Trust, easy win.
To a moment of composure here. And amidst a pretty chaotic round, HooXi still trying to get involved.
Sure what HooXi
Ends
was
up
doing
giving
there.
away this
Hit available.
advantage. Left on an island after the plant. Monesy silenced
Oh,
now
no.
as well. It's
Niko
all
wants
eyes
to
After
on
plant was
Niko.
fucking shit. It was like 3 guys looking for 1v1s. When there was literally no need to peek everything.
Niko wins
It's
this
an
shit.
1-on-3.
No.
He's going to try and play around for the swing, but Nerds
I don't know
is
why they
quick
played
to
it
deal
so
with it.
individual.
And so
Like
it's
HooXi was
another
looking for a
triple
kill in
kill from
Ilia,
Nerds,
and
who's really
Niko
been
was
having
deep
a
monster.
hell of a time since getting onto this
I think
CT
now
side.
it's like
He's
you need to
crept up
take
the
a timeout
board
just to kill
insanely fast
momentum
for Heroic,
and
that's a big
get the
problem
guys
because
out of
now
their
you're kinda
tilt.
getting this
Because you can see they're
real
getting
team
frustrated a lot.
unit vibe with Nerds coming into his own, with niko's having got a couple of swing kills over towards that upper site. It feels like everyone.
If you would take a timeout right now, what would you say?
Whereas for G2,
Honestly, if you take a timeout now, it's just to calm the guys down and...
Say it, say like, boom, I take a timeout. Zack, you're on the mic.
Okay, I say, guys, chill, it's all good, like we're getting into good positions, we just need to play after plans cleaner, and then you just call around that work good in practice, so they get some confidence, like, I don't know, going B delayed and splitting worked really good in practice, then you call this because it gives them confidence and also relieves pressure from HooXi, who is IT-heading, so you just do something in their comfort zone, you know?
Like that.
Or you just play monesy go kill like this.
and HooXi.
I was going to say as well, this is the 3rd buy in a row for G2, and it was mostly Galil's. They were making it work. They were. They no longer are.
Now they can still win it.
3 on 2, they have to go back for the bomb, and that allows Heroic time to adjust.
Watch G2 lose this. But I think, but HooXi saw both players. He heard the M4 and the AK.
Monesy.
Nice.
Nice.
Mr. 3K, but now getting silenced. It's Monesy's time to shine.
TesZz is always in the clutch.
And Monesy is shining now. Just twistzz over at Dumpster, and Monesy's going to put a stop to this for sure with the round he's having. Oh, hang on a second.
Two wins this round, Heroic gets to
I
first,
don't want to look away.
and if the 2 wins, it's already 9-9, so
Pick a plant.
honestly pretty winnable still.
Nice.
Yeah.
Might have heard that, or surely heard that. So they've got the info, can stop being
There you
paranoid,
go. It's fine.
and it's 1. And it's all Monesy.
Let's go, man.
G2 luckily they shined
23
them.
kills, bro. Jesus.
Luckily they signed
HooXi
Monesy.
second top and then
But it's just
Niko. What is
crazy,
going
you know. You're right, Harry. I mean, this game, a lot of rounds. It happened to Hunter a couple of times, looking at the right or the wrong way, and
Nexa crossing the truck.
a pretty messy game so far.
It's more than Niko, Nexa and
Obviously
Thunder
for G2
combined.
crucial
What
that
the
they
fuck?
managed to actually win a round with all these constant force bites. There's not too many rounds left for them to play with.
Yeah, they had to win 1, because if you keep bomb planting, you're going to keep buying. You're never going to have full AK util. You're never going to have the AWP.
I think, though, this time around for Heroic, it's a little bit of a different situation. Unfortunate for kxan here as well. Could have been a 5v4 early on. Monesy just on point.
Were you at G2 when Ocelot was still there?
Guns, whatever you give him, he's gonna
I've been G2 for 4 years.
You know him?
Heroic doesn't have to force buy. They could have potentially also just ecoed.
Going to talk about him.
The next round, more utility, but
Gotcha.
in reality,
it's only a trap.
Wouldn't have had an op. So is it really worth it? Some guys wouldn't have had a lot of utility.
I was thinking because I saw an interview.
This way, if you
interviewed him.
lose this round, you could still.
He has some crazy opinions.
Still, the game still hasn't gotten away from you. So we'll see.
But you cannot say like what he did with G2 was like really good. Right? But obviously the things he said and did afterwards are not the best. But he built G2.
It's fine, but you need to have a play. You know, you need to have a plan.
Good.
You can't just buy pistols or scouts or whatever and just get out of spawn.
Let's
you need to know exactly what it is that you want to do, and if your idea doesn't work, how are you going to adjust? Are you going to save and all that sort of stuff? So let's see if Heroic has something special for us for this force buy.
Let's go important round, win this anti-eco, it's 9-9 and it's
wants to
easy.
Get involved early with this scout. Perhaps the bait and switch. Yeah, we've seen this quite a lot over here towards long. The tree position feeling a lot more powerful in CS2. And so niko's going to try and bait them in with that scout. The real goal in the round is for Nertz to be the one to get the glory. Meanwhile, this take of short water comes in for Heroic. So they've kind of staked their claim to a few key areas of the map here to open up this one. And G2 have obliged in giving it away. Now,
that's against twistzz, most important fight.
Here and he'll start
Easy.
running.
The problem now is Heroic is frantically calling that it's A because they killed twistzz with the IGL, and usually you don't send the IGL alone. So that's why they're all rotating for huge.
Oh no. How?
Holy shit.
What?
But it was honestly a good call from G2. You could see that like Heroic was all rotating.
1v5 of his life. If he doesn't win this, I give away. No,
G2 snuffed out with not even a kill.
I want to see this from his POV. What the fuck?
And it comes off the back of Shush's 5-7 down on the B site.
It's just such a nice utility combo because he
by
drops
fine,
the
we knew
smoke,
Fuzz was gonna be hard.
G2 round one side of the pillar. He throws a nade, he hears damage, and then he calls the flash. Thank you, Captain
JKS would have killed him?
Both are blind. The 5-7
What?
tears through.
Hell no, you would have teamed us.
Because he was the first guy who wasn't blind.
That's a disastrous round to lose.
Yes.
And G2 are so laid out of spawn. They're figuring out what to buy. Yeah, they are tilted at this point.
What are you saving them for? I mean, if you're going to now it turns out it's a half buy, but I think just a little bit of Heroic has a
niko with the hero AK getting an entry.
Maybe stop.
Chat, I changed something. Is his voice now?
Magic, not monesy magic.
Does it now make sense? I put a delay on the thing.
This is still smoke.
Is his mouth now working better?
I think he's had enough.
Yeah, he's the last guy alive. He has had enough. He is well, not the quietest player on the team, but the expectations we place. We need a niko round now, or maybe never in Overpass. Heroic's map pick, G2 on the harder half.
Do you watch people on Twitch?
On the line.
Yeah, of course. I watch a lot of Twitch. A lot of German guys.
Who?
Like Trilux, No Way, Volkin, Elias, you know, like Elias, Niklas, all those guys. Schere, Solution.
Rotations on CT.
So many Tickle gepoppt.
A lot of League of Legends guys.
Yeah, like League of Legends and Variety.
You play League?
Yeah, I play.
Oh no.
I'm Emerald. Honestly not bad.
What champ?
I play a lot of it, but I play a lot of top lane, like Darius. A lot of top lane matches like Trundle.
Darius, that fucker. Bro, my main Ilaoi and that fucker counters hella.
Yeah, but Ilaoi got fucked with like the new map. Did you see? Because you don't have walls. You don't have walls anymore on top lane almost. So you can't spawn your 10 targets.
There's been a lot of walking into bomb sites, right? Is that round they get a lot of space?
I haven't played in so long. It always sucks me in when I do. I get so addicted.
The round prior, it's G2 walking out.
I prefer good old Counter-Strike 5, man.
Yeah.
I think it's alright. It's but they don't
Do you
have
play
much
it all
utility to
or
begin
not?
with. I think we need
What?
to praise Heroic a little
Do
bit
you play?
more, you know,
Like
that was
play
a
what?
See what
five,
skins?
they just play three
Bro, of
kills
course
on
I
every
play.
game.
Are you
That's
serious?
just
Oh, I
playing
only,
take on
I only
right,
see you watching
calculated
skin.
gamble.
Bro, I probably play more than you on a stack.
Okay.
I play so much
The
CS.
first AWP
Do you
of the
play
T
more?
side.
Better
Not
is
to
the
say
question.
Monesy's had trouble with the rifle.
Quantity.
Though. He's been one round
Oh, man.
on the T half of the AK with a 3K. Little pop, they get spotted before.
We need this round.
twistzz does get blinded by that flash.
Yeah.
Though. However, Hooksy fell back. He'll self-flash himself in, and niko helps as well through the smoke.
But now they know niko is towards B, so they should instantly take
space
space towards A or over-rotate towards B, because niko is A lurk.
True.
This time,
There's a pretty high chance that there's more numbers towards B when he's down con.
Last time they had the excuse of the fact that it was that low buy, the one gun, the lack of util. This time they've got everything going their way.
And considering the score, this is where Heroic might go for a stack, right? Like they have a couple of more rounds to play with, their money is depleted, so if you stack and you're wrong, you could still buy in the next round. twistzz has enough money to rebuy, even niko can drop if someone else dies, but they stay split, they're going for the search with niko and anlar is moving
Oh, yeah.
which is great, because when you see the op, you're thinking
niko needs
that
two.
might dissuade you from going to that side, and three rifles on
timing.
the other side.
Yeah.
Feels like
Timing.
G2
Yeah.
when they, no matter what.
9.
Awkward timing.
That was a free kill.
But still good.
Right there.
Yeah,
And?
way closer than he's ready for.
He's dead.
Knife pulled
He's
as
so
he gets back
dead.
behind the dice box.
Yep.
Ooh.
Gets there, but doesn't survive for
Five
long.
v three,
Monesy
unlosable.
timing on
bearing
Hooksy.
down upon him, and you're dead on.
Richtig.
Stack
Nice
down towards
try.
B comes through for Heroic.
It's not a bad time to
They can
save. I mean, if
still
you
buy
look at
neck.
the money on niko and twistzz,
Starting to survive with 5 to get some money.
So Heroic, it's not the end of the world by any means to get out with these guns. They need the save, but so do G2. No economy established on this T side. It's going to be a stalemate in this post-plant. 11-8.
Are you good at CS?
And G2 should not hunt here.
Isn't
They
like
should
level
just try
10.
to save all their guns.
Yeah, but
because
Elo,
Heroic isn't on
level
match
10 doesn't mean
point
anything nowadays.
yet.
Huh?
And now, like 2.2, it's like, it's okay.
That's
but
it?
not good.
Bonus, that will be enough for
That's
twistzz and
it,
niko
bro. I had to
rebuy,
coach and
buy,
watch
for
demos.
twistzz to buy nades,
I don't have time
if
for
there's
deathmatch.
alive to
That's
rebuy their nades, so they'll have
crazy.
a strong buy
What's your
coming into
elo?
the next round.
In my
But if
elo,
you lose
I don't know.
that,
I haven't played in a while. It's
then it's going
Yeah.
to
I
be
also
with
do a lot of other
1900.
stuff, you know.
Yeah.
This was better from G2, a slower, methodical round, sort of reacting to the aggression in water, making a mid-round call,
Where are they saying you're level 4?
finding that entry kill on twistzz.
Yeah, in
Just
chat
letting
there
a
are
little
also
bit
things.
the game come to you instead of always trying.
Do you think you would beat me
to
in
make the
1v1?
move,
Keep it
right?
real?
I mean, you know, I think
No,
that's
you're
kind of the
better
most
than me.
heartbreaking
Yeah.
thing for
There we
G2
go.
right now would be that they've certainly had rounds where they've had the potential to
Here
win
we
it,
go,
but then they've
important
kind of
round.
squandered those early advantages that they've been able to take. So yeah, the slowdown is nice, and it's exactly what they needed. monesy with this AWP takes it out through middle, but he's just holding the line over at long. The rest of G2 fanning
Bro
out.
lost to a controller. Bro, it's just funny. I played against a controller player, and he was so good. Like, I swear he would have beat like level 10s and shit.
Yeah,
He was using gyro aiming, where you can like, he tilted his controller by the slightest bit, and you could like detail aim. You know,
crazy, what the fuck?
it was actually really good.
Well, maybe not the speed up now. Hunter doesn't know where the
So like
rifle is.
Trilux was playing with a potato and an onion and shit like that.
Yeah, I
That's
saw that.
awkward as hell. It's no AWP here on the side though. Hunter's taking full advantage.
They're going to nade the smoke, look to peek through it. twistzz in at the truck, and he's got a mammoth task on his shoulders. Flash goes in over the top. Team Flash even hits him. He's
Nice.
fighting for his
No
life.
fear,
Can't
just
withstand
win.
this hit for long. One man versus the full brunt of G2.
Honestly,
So
winnable
it's
for
looking
G2.
like
No
another
money on the
G2
heroic.
round.
Zack.
Hunter even comes
Zack,
in with the
one sec.
backstab, and it's just niko left saving this AWP. So the gap is closing, and slowly but surely, niko might not be blowing us away with where he is on the scoreboard, but he's certainly having a lot of impact in the start of these rounds. As mentioned, 3 entries in a row now for niko.
niko
Nexa!
at the end, you would assume he's got to fight Nexa, who can just contain him here as his team comes to hunt this AWP.
flash.
He's blind, he's burning, he's dead. It's G2 with back-to-back rounds looking to make a late-game recovery here on the T side. And
No
they
money for
finally
Heroic,
cooked the
good
money
eco.
of Heroic. This is not
And
a
easy comeback.
You know, not a guaranteed game by any means for Heroic now. It felt like they were ready to run away with it, but
How the fuck did he not kill
crucial
Niko?
entries for niko.
It's just CS. I mean, that's a perfect sort of call and play from Heroic, but Kixan just doesn't connect
Yeah,
on the
man.
kill,
Starting to
right?
tilt,
If
it's
he
easy.
gets
Yeah.
that, they're basically 5v3.
Rent-free.
You know, HooXi was starting to peek up short, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
eco.
And yeah, you could tell as soon as the op is on B, they want to go A, try to get into the site, right? It's easier to close the distance. Nerds is worried about the player lurking out long. Instead, Hunter's coming from
Nice
banana.
try,
And
twistzz.
that pretty much seals the deal there. Do we count this one as well, Harry? Against the
I
eco?
mean, yeah, you know, he's still got it.
rounds in a row.
He kind of stole it from HooXi.
These are confidence boosters.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
This
We
should
all
be-
need them.
This should be for Hunter. I think
Hopefully
also you
no
need to
up when Niko
understand,
does next
you know,
round.
Hunter has played like, I don't know, maybe 6
Overpond.
overpasses in the last 4 years. It's not, it hasn't really been a map that he's played too many times in his career. So I think there's going to be a period of kind of getting used to the timings and the position and how things work, because he's such an instinctive player, trying to find gaps all the time.
Come on,
Nexa,
then,
some
Nexa, get your
exits.
confidence up. Let's go.
Nexa, Nexa!
Got hungry there.
Okay, confidence down on that
No
one.
exits.
Bad skill check. Back to the drawing board. Oh, let's just, you know, let's just respect the USP.
Not looking
let's stop hunting,
Pretty and
boys.
clean.
Or if you're
Holy
gonna do
shit.
it,
Yeah,
the
Niko
gun
can.
out.
Go on.
Yeah.
Bring him back into the fold. 3 kills in the round.
He's 4-0 in opening duels in the whole map, and it's all from the last 4
Nice
rounds.
play to reload.
This included, but this is only a means to an end now for G2. They've got to take on the Titan buy coming for Heroic. Everything they'll need in the next round. And if niko can save the AK, that's even juicier. Maybe he'll be able to get an AWP after all. Here comes HooXi. We'll clear this. And
Yeah,
the jumping
man.
max
Nice.
Let's go.
is so
Important.
annoying to play against. niko, one more kill would have had him
HooXi.
enough to buy an AWP.
And look at him laughing.
Let's go.
Niko, those, you know, teammates from Copenhagen Flames, but another timeout from Heroic. I think, you know, we're joking around next and all of that, but it would have been big for Heroic if they were able to save that AK. Not just because a player would get an AK in this gun round, but for niko's money, potentially right in a round towards the very end of the game, that extra cash would possibly give an
Let's go.
off
Bro, I love
or
the setup where
an
the
M4
teams are like, they
different
can
guns.
see each
So,
other, you know?
At this point in the game,
Yeah.
again,
As a coach, can you look over?
everything
Yeah, right?
counts.
Yeah, of course, easy.
Lul.
And curious to see what the call is from Saw here.
That's
It's
the
not like
best
they've
about Blast.
necessarily strategically
Like the class
doing, you know,
going
poorly. I
like
think they've
full
been
white,
getting
and then when it's like
pretty
freeze
good
time,
reads
That's
you
CSL,
can
no?
look each other in the eyes.
on
Yeah, but
G2,
Blast started with it.
So potentially
Really?
there's some minor
Yeah,
adjustments
Blast was the first one to have like this
for
tainted
some aggression
I
in
don't
the
know.
mid-round. Or maybe just
in the ESL copied
full-on
it.
aggression from the start.
But
There's
it's so
no
good.
AWP.
You
can
right?
trash
That's
talk.
always going to make you mid to late round. That's gonna make you claustrophobic on A, right? Because you
Turn
can't
fire
really
up
even
1-0,
jump spot
really,
as
against
much.
who?
You know, you're in the danger of monesy
Against
just carrying your hands
Falcons?
right out, so
The fuck?
let's see what Heroic does here.
Important round. No AWP on Niko does.
Niko really feels like his fortunes
No
have
way.
changed across these last few rounds, and he
No,
approaches this
one
one with a
click
good
on
deal of
Nerd.
confidence, crossing
Almost no utility
immediately
left. Easy for
into
G2.
the playground. He's just watching for any sort of aggression out of Heroic. They're not going to attempt any. Not yet. That's for maybe a little bit later on. G2 get away with this con control as well, so nice bit of
This
real
map is so
estate
boring
owned
to
all
watch
across
it.
the map.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
And this is where monesy should have a little bit more freedom, right, with the AWP. I don't know, maybe
No
they're
map control
concerned. They don't know
everywhere.
exactly the money of Heroic, if he could maybe have enough for a glass cannon AWP, but only 2 smokes left on
Most
the
fun
side
map
of
to
Heroic
watch?
with 1 minute.
Vertigo.
They're going for the smoke fade in Monster.
What the fuck?
Nexus
Mirage.
passive enough that
Mirage!
be able to kill
Yes.
them instantly.
You're-
They should
no,
have
oh my
trade
days.
Also
here.
react to this.
All the time.
You
they
are
try to
crazy.
line
Already
up. Next
a lot
one,
of
they
action.
could've gone worse.
So good to
They
watch,
try
but you
and
cannot
pop
tell me
it,
Vertigo is
Hoots
good
gets
to watch
caught by
when
kicks.
It
they
is.
fight for a
Monesy's
ramp
missed
all
shot
the
on
time.
A.
Bro,
Bad
smoke
to
kills,
watch.
smoke
For
randomness is
G2,
fun.
Yeah, cool.
RNG
Yeah,
is
it's
fun.
so
Falling
fun.
off the
Gonna
map,
risk it
literally
back
animated
B.
some of the craziest clips. We have run boosts.
That really
It's
smokes
Yeah,
the
that's
monster.
so
That's
fun.
devastating.
wall banks.
30
We have
seconds left as that
boosts
goes
in
and you
general,
see the
triple
effect it has.
boosts
Hunter just
to
turns
look
around, walks
over
away.
B-side.
They
Bro,
only have this one angle up through the
Yeah,
short side.
so fun.
twistzz and
so many
kxan
levels to it.
should be able to play this one together to try and withstand the might of G2. Util starts
we
to
go.
rein in now, but kxan not made too uncomfortable
Nice
from it.
reflex.
Gets
Okay.
away with a 1-for-1. It's left to Hunter.
Like a millisecond
They
ahead and
still
it's
don't
pissing
even
me
know
off.
about this
I'm
player
sorry.
at Monster.
No, Hunter!
Even spotted, never even needed.
I'm not spoiling.
As Heroic run away with
Bro, what do you
it.
mean?
time.
What do you mean?
Left combat saving that one. Oh no!
I didn't
Why
see
is
no
the-
time.
Even the
The
kill
best one was
after
Cash.
time.
Like the
Won't
real
affect
best one
money,
was
not this
Cash.
late in
It
the
was
game.
so
G2
good.
have enough for these 2 buys, but Heroic have
I didn't like
map
Cobblestone. I don't know why
point
people
on their
enjoyed
pick as
Cobblestone so
well,
much.
So a massive buffer
Cobblestone was
now.
boss.
2
It was so
opportunities to shut up
city-sided,
this
it
round.
was
This will be
crazy.
the best one, right? Their money is certainly on the line. But a nice shutdown on B, considering that's a 2-2 split in a 4-on-3. Sure,
Most fun maps to watch.
overall, but kxan going 1-for-1
Vertigo,
against niko is a damn good side.
Ancient,
It's actually crazy if
Nuke.
you are serious.
So now he has the big green as well.
Oh,
Those are the golden
Honestly,
three. Nice
combat,
man, easy.
combat AWPing up through short.
That's one way to
Anubis
root.
is okay.
And Niko
Lot of
also
saving.
finds
Anubis
an
is
opener.
fine,
G2
but
will
it's
not
just
go
annoying
down
in
without a
CT that you
fight.
can't really fight for control unless you go with like 3 or 4 guys somewhere.
Nice way to try.
Like on every other map you always fight for mid control, but on Anubis mid is just useless. You always fight for A main or B.
So here, time is a resource, just like utility, just like a man advantage.
Monesy
right?
doesn't
At
want
this
to
point, you
lose
have a lot
28.
of it. The
Fucking
pressure
crazy.
is on Heroic to make a play, and that's why G2 is just holding, right? For a re-aggress on B. But you need to be careful. Overpass is a huge map.
Well, send Niko to scout, and then they're gonna be ready on B to play once he has info.
Into the round. So soon G2 will have to start moving, gain some information.
Is Niko faking?
Yeah, he's just getting info, and when he has info, they're gonna be ready to play on B. It's like standard in like 5v3s.
Nice Nexa.
Around the map. Shush left alone down on the B side. That smoke goes out, so he will slow down the short creep for now. 35 seconds. kxan now moves in to join him. G2 don't have the time to go back. They will be running into this double stack. The combat boost coming in.
Oh,
Shush
what?
Up, not looking
Lol, lol, lol!
Not looking at
Oh.
Niko's not checking the boost. This is
he
weird.
didn't
Right now
look
they
up.
know that if G2 are here, they're already up the
Nice.
short
Holy
side.
shit.
Shush 1v4. What is he gonna do?
Oh, Ilya is so fucking good.
It's a good try, but just
He's saving their
overwhelmed
ass, it's
by
actually
the
sad.
numbers of G2 down on that B site.
It's hard to say if that would have even helped, right? If they kill Niko off the boost, all G2 do is immediately spill into the bomb site, and they probably line up both kills on the
Overtime?
tower.
Oh
so
no, overtime.
it looks more awkward than it really is. G2 play that 5v3 perfectly, Yanko.
For G2, yes.
For G2.
G2.
Don't lose a
Okay,
5v3.
yeah,
I consider that perfect.
Let's see now. We already see them lose around to
Oh,
Pistols
no money.
earlier on,
It's overtime. Oh no.
where Huxi was scouting towards A, and then
Damn,
they just
Pistols
went
on
out to
MP9.
Monster. Now it seems a bit more of a standard round default towards A.
Hunter has spare nades dropped to him in connector, so not only mollying once, but mollying twice, forcing a smoke out of kxan. There's still another player in the corner.
It's also giving the impression of there being
You know, one guy is
multiple
connector,
players,
so most
30
likely.
kills in
connectors,
easy.
so probably a different sort of
Second
a default
highest
to what
15,
G2 is
Jesus.
actually doing.
Nikodos does not have the scout. The Deagle will have to hit heads here, and
Oh,
Monesy
well.
goes for a quick
Swea
shot. He's
would
got
have hit
30 kills as we enter the last round of regulation, and G2 gunning for overtime here in map 1. I dare say they should have it.
But this is scary. If you let the timer
But it's
go
G2
down
after
too
all,
much,
nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah, I think, you know, as
one
well,
wrong
Heroic
move
have
against pistols and
had
you
a
are
lot
fucked
of cool
again.
ideas for how to approach these sorts of rounds, right? They've always had this tendency of making them feel very
it looks like
competitive,
Heroic is
and they want to
gambling
get
wrong
few
and
of them too.
unless Shush is doing something fucking insane.
They feel
Far
like
towards
their
A.
hands forced. They've got to make a gamble, and not only that, they've got no kit. So
They also didn't leave him a
on
smoke, fucking
means
poor guy.
G2 should win this round from position. Shush gets a
Did he
spot.
spot him?
Let's see
Think
how
he spotted
panicked
him.
that rotation is. Heroic
Maybe
start
if
to
they
pull
are
men
quick.
down. G2 need to go quick.
kxan arriving,
Nice
but with
Huxi.
Shush dead, the numbers
Overtime.
now turn against
Don't jinx it.
Heroic.
Overtime. There's no way they have no
Side as
util.
well. There's no
Nice.
Shush 5-7 Heroics this time. Nerds up close is
Let's
spammed
go,
out by
bro.
Nexa, and this one's coming unraveled. The force
Thank
five
God
not
for
sticking the
monesy.
landing for Heroic, and so overtime is on the horizon. twistzz and niko not really much you can expect them to do here. Even getting spammed by Hooksy over at short. Clean shot from Monesy, and for twistzz, that sinking feeling sets in. They had their chance to get this one done in regulation, but it's not going to happen as G2 grind out an overtime. It takes Monesy dropping 31 kills to get them there, and countless openers from niko on this T side, but eventually they do stumble back to their feet, and at bare minimum lock in OT.
Oh, a sigh of relief, if nothing else, for G2, who were definitely on the back foot. It was all kind of spearheaded by those 4 rounds in a row where niko's getting opening kills.
He's not missing.
After the first one, G2 picked up a bit of a streak. They send us into bonus play with all the money here, but that will give Heroic options once again, no longer relegated to pistols. niko has had a decent game as well, 18 kills, Nuts right above him. Goes for a risky fight, and he'll swing back with a second flash.
That's the clash of the titans there in mid. The 2 top performers trying to face off against one another in Nerds and monesy. Monesy gets out a little wounded.
Yeah, monesy's 4-0 in openers as well this map, so that could have been his first death. Just standing on 38 health.
Do you smoke?
No.
Good.
Disgusting taste.
Minute remaining.
Oh, Hunter didn't quite spot twistzz tucked
Oh,
in.
Mr. Nerds is all alone and long.
And so right now, not really aware that Heroic have all
It's
this forward
spicy.
info over at B. That's
how
freed
would
up
you
a third
know?
player to come and support this top side. They flash Nerds in at long. He tries to get involved
it tastes like the
early,
close and
Monesy
everything.
gets the better of him.
So
Bear in mind, it
bad.
was them 2 skirmishing right at the start of the round. Monesy was the one that got away.
I also don't
He goes
smoke.
on to punish Nerds just a little
Nice.
bit later.
30
Now
seconds.
the execs coming through, the util flooding on in. Hooksy leads the charge.
Easy round.
It's niko
Good
to pick up
execute.
the next double.
So
The top side
easy.
cracked wide open.
So
That's more like
easy,
it.
bro.
Hooksy's been
Flawless.
shooting today, man. Say what you want. He has been getting a
If
lot
I
of
was
kills
G2
on the
coach
C
now,
side.
let me know if this is gonna
G2
be
is solid as
one
well
timeout.
as the
Tell the
rotation
boys, yo,
player,
it's going
a
great.
Very important role. So he's got a fall here, but
I
that's a
think
nice
you
double
rather
entry from
preserve the
niko,
timeout.
supplemented by Hooksy. with
Really?
a
You have
nice
momentum
any
right now. Why
possibility
would you
of this
break your own
retake.
momentum?
It's also
Like you
Hooksy
say,
Great
like
celebration,
3 or
which is
4 in
one
a
a great
row.
round, no?
But somehow
Flawless.
Monesy gets the kill with the AWP. He was looking
But
right
I think
into
they're
it.
aware with themselves.
he-
You
saw it
you
coming.
don't need to break their momentum for
to
it.
be anti-flash for that sort of a play.
He saw it coming, yeah, that turned back.
And I think just tells you how difficult it is to hold A when you don't have long or bathrooms control, right? With the T's having utility.
And niko was close long. It looked like he wanted to repeat, but I think he remembers that round where he just
If they are
crouch
scared,
peeks
they
into
need to
Monesy
take a
and you just
timeout.
lose
They
that
need to fix
fight.
something.
Even with the
Half
Beaker's
free
advantage,
timeout.
Monesy's quick.
Oh, Svanny, I thought about
So
something. I
there's
swear on
that in the
God,
back of your mind.
these teams are
Trying to make a
stupid.
flash play, G2 remove
But
the
Isn't
Okay.
it smart? Look, Heroic just took a timeout. Imagine G2 wanted to take a timeout as well. Do you have a rule on the team where it's like you make the vote last second? Because sometimes the other team wants to take a timeout. We had this before where both coaches did the timeout signal, but one team called the fucking timeout earlier, so the other team didn't even use one.
I don't know, but that's really, really rare. I did like happen twice maybe in 1 year. So
Yeah, and you maybe lost the
But
game
I-
because of that, no? Like you should always.
but I would be more scared of someone not pressing F1 in time.
Okay.
Imagine it doesn't go through.
That was, oh my goodness, that's what
That would be a bit
run boost.
Some cool moves
awkward.
to get twistzz in over the Molotov. But it is still being considered. Exa waiting outside of Monster. Hooksy walking in, but hang on. That's a lineup. That's nearly the double.
Nice.
Monesy will facilitate with a trade. Brought down really low.
Easy for
but they just
Monesy.
can't seem to finish the job.
But
versus
2 guys
Monesy.
1 HP.
Still very much
front.
in the picture here with 8 points of health. It's
How
gonna
can he have
make
33
Fortune to be a
kills
little more
and
respectful,
11 deaths?
But he's been able to find impact at low health
Disgusting.
before.
He's cooking something good.
G2 slow it down. They at least flush Heroic out of short, and so once again, that info flow that Heroic had gets cut
3
off.
HP Nexa, 8 HP monesy.
This time they do have niko in a more proactive stance in towards the toilets. He's holding this close line up through short. So if they go sneaking in, it should be a nice, easy layup for niko.
Can he escape, right? Are
Yeah,
the players
Niko's
close
angle is
enough to
always good for
trade?
one.
Because he'll want to get back towards A.
Maybe timing
That might
again.
not be allowed here. Repos, Molly down, niko looks for the kill. That
One
nade
at
almost
least.
finishes
Niko?
And even
Yeah.
with the shadow,
Never mind.
monesy finds that kill further from the angle.
20
Tucked
seconds.
behind the smoke
Now
is nuts. He
Nerds is
kind of
fucked.
has to be heroic, literally himself. One man in the
Go
site.
through this
Refrag,
most.
refrag.
Does drop the
Easy.
first, but
Go.
the bomb crouch sprays its way to a win.
But two of us is
G2,
super low.
bomb plot, but with low players, heroic
But
could
they don't know.
consider
Maybe they
this.
want to save for last.
They need to consider this. It's going into last round of the half, and they can buy. There
They're
is
not
no
sure.
excuse.
Damn.
But
They don't
do
know.
Really
Oh my
prioritize
God.
nades and orb over a possibility.
I think it's tough because the monesy HP is unknown to them. That came with the smoke spam. They know one player is low. Monesy with an orb bomb planted. How are you going to, with no utility, get rid of
I see
him?
that they won this round.
It's very painful to save here, but the round is actually super difficult to win. So I think, you know, I would hate it standing behind and seeing it happen, but it is actually the best call.
It's more like you watch the demo back as well, and you're like, damn, honestly, had 3 health. An opportunity was there.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
I feel like Niko
man up,
doesn't know how to
no
stand
smoke
still. He
bomb.
always moves, wants to take
insane
different
how
angles.
work
Yeah, because he
Monesy
takes
has been
snooze.
doing this game. I mean,
Yes.
this trade kill on twistzz.
Well, if he just hold an angle for once, he would have gotten at least 1 kill this
And
round.
even when those few rounds at the
he's,
start
like,
of the T side,
always
before
moving.
he had the orb, because they forced bought like 3
And he
rounds
was
in a
on the
row.
rifle.
He was on the rifle. He was winning. He won their first round with a 3K on A site. Like, he was winning rounds on the AK and Galil. And he's kept it going. 34 kills.
And now, you know, this maybe feels bad for Heroic because they came into this
2
matchup
T rounds
as
is
the
already
underdog in
more than
spite of
enough.
a, you know, a very impressive run through
It's
the
a
players' stage.
GG-licious,
They felt like
I
they
call
had
it.
this game in the palm of their hands.
GG-licious.
They might just get away in OT.
Oh my God, Niko is mad.
Okay.
And he will stand tall. Good for the double kill.
He's cooking.
Niko on the receiving end of one of those for a change. Keeper tries
Nice
to
cover.
reboot out, and he's got Nerds backing him up every step of the way. This tag team of Nerds and niko has locked G2 out of middle. Will 1 round on this CT side be enough for Heroic? First, they've got to get it. Next, attempting to walk out
Nice
through
try.
short.
Good.
Just the 1 kill,
An easy one
actually.
before.
Monesy?
And now it's monesy.
Oh,
1v4.
I remember
Has
Monesy
to be
clutch.
wrong. He's not missed a beat all damn day. But he should never be able to get away with this one. Coming through Monster, the trade will be
Easy.
there
Yeah, no
immediately.
chance.
Surely
Yeah.
to try and make
You would
it
have hit that
happen.
shot for sure.
But there's kxgo swinging it wide.
Yeah.
So Heroic at least find
I'm-
1 round on
I'm
this CT
certain.
side.
That's so crazy because I feel like G2
But
was
nice try.
ready for that play. That's
Nice
why
try.
you see the molly and everything, right? But I'm not sure really how Niko completely whiffed on niko here. Also, stop. He didn't really continue the spray.
Well, he tried to cancel the spray, but then he's just running. He doesn't even like stutter step. He's just running the whole time.
2 T rounds
Didn't
is
even
more
get
than
another shot
enough.
off.
Ilia locking down A.
So sometimes the
Easy.
simple play works the best, and Heroic wins the all-important 1 round on the CT side. That gives them a chance here.
Here you go, streamer of the year.
Was,
I love you
6-6
less
in
than 3.
regulation. Nerds is going through the smoke again.
Pussa, Bibi.
They don't
They're
have the
sending
flash. They
Nerds
start,
out
they're
B
caught out
every
by
round.
one. Kicks him, finds him blind. It's again the monesy trade. The orb starts B. And
I have to be
thank goodness
fast
it
at
does,
tracking
but
towards
that
A now.
will elevate
Ilia
the
was
pace
with up towards
A
B,
as
so
Heroic
just
comes
take
back
some
up
space on A.
connector.
And we saw this
Mr.
That's
Tizzes.
insane.
right? The Opera is on B. How are you going to respond? Heroic
Oh, boost
slows it
against
down.
boost.
Oh.
Boost on boost.
Wait, there we go. But monesy's up there just a little faster.
36 kills, holy
And
shit.
dude, you just can't explain the impact that monesy's had in this game. Whether it's openers, trades, or clutches, he's had everything come up in his favor, it feels like. AWP or rifle, whatever you give him, he is giving G2 all the results right now.
Jesus.
Still decent utility
Maybe
on
it's
Heroic,
winnable. They're playing retake
but they
on B.
have no map control. That's the problem.
They get
So
1
most
clean
likely
kill
going to
on
be a B
Hooksy.
execute. I feel like
It's gonna be
that
rough.
gives them a good chance. I mean, G2 is split 2-2. 1 smoke on Hooksy. He's gonna, I think, put down a defensive smoke as soon as something starts
Good
happening.
morning.
And Niko is re-clearing now bathroom, so monesy might be there in time.
See?
Yeah, the re-clear from Niko might
Yep,
be
the
just
clean
gives
kill.
monesy
And
the
Hunter's clean
extra
read.
few
Oh,
seconds.
big
Nice.
Hunter at least good for the
That won them
trade
the
here.
round.
And so
Really
G2
nice
get
shot.
to head into this retake a man up. Monesy,
Whoa!
not a man,
Dude!
more of a god right now. A
He's
third
cheating.
kill in the round from this AWP, and that leaves it
Holy
on
shit.
kxgo. Big brain on his shoulders.
Bro, is my brain slow or is he half a
What
second
we do
ahead?
here, and caught looking away at the wrong
Maybe your brain is
time.
slow?
It's all monesy.
Maybe, yeah.
Nice one, Ilya, as G2 would say. It's 15
Oh,
on
fucking
the
good.
board. They move on to map point.
37 kills. I mean, he's close to a 40 bomb if you go back to MR15 in regulation, right? Incredible work from him. And also, I think
Tash should take a timeout now, I think.
It's not been that many
they need it. They're losing too much.
It's just been him position-wise being like at the right place at the right time. Again, in the first round of the overtime, you're opening B site again, right? I think that's a great sign, right? That his feel for the game has been really, really good here on Overpass.
I love as well, we see him there in the player cam, he's just motor mouth 100 miles an hour.
Here we go.
Getting all the info out there. He can feel the game right now. There's no denying it. Niko teed up over in
nice, GG.
with the double. And so he's done
exactly too easy,
what he had to do in this round. A 4v3 immediately provided on the back of that flash play.
From a 6-6 half.
And if you try to go B,
yeah, and like they were down 12-9 or something.
You'll go running into the big man upstairs. It's monesy with this AWP. Of course, he
bam,
doesn't
boom,
miss
BT. Anubis it is.
And this one is looking done.
And Anubis is easy for G2.
For G2, a return to form across this map. Monesy active throughout the entire thing to even keep G2
kills.
in it. And then slowly but surely, you had folks like Niko start to find his groove, start to find his footing. For Heroic, this is a punch in the gut. They felt like they had this game in the palm of their hands.
Not too bad.
And it gets stripped away from them
not
in the
too bad
11th hour.
19 rounds, yeah.
There's nothing to do. Kicks and waits a flank that will never come, but they could flash peek this. They can swing this together. At worst, they will trade. He walks into his inevitable demise. And G2, they wait. And then they strike 16-13. The reigning champs of IEM Katowice are back in the group stage, and with a recovery here on Overpass, it's a damn good start. We move to their map pick. Anubis up next to see if G2 can get it done.
He just redeemed fucking 17 mil, yeah? Like, first message was like, GG or something, and then I said like, yo, can you join Discord because it's looking hella sus.
Yeah.
And then he said, now I'm decorating the Christmas tree. Bro. And then chat found like his GitHub, found his YouTube. Jesus. And it was all like channel points, script, farm.
So really, you know, deny them that win.
So
what if you have so many people in chat? It's like fucking FBI.
Keep fighting here on Anubis.
Scary sometimes. They find everything.
Let's find out if Heroic can. They're going to start things off over on the T side, and immediately they are running everyone over here towards A. G2 have stacked B. So if they stick to their guns on a little A side walk.
Nexa with Dooley's alone on A.
A nice spot for Heroic.
Prove the haters wrong, Nexa.
Yeah, it's big.
Right here.
It's big they don't use the flash as well, because now
Heroic
don't even hear the flash on the other side of the map. They don't know that G2 have taken this space. And although it's only Nexa alone in the smoke,
I'm telling you.
He's got
how many would JKS get here? Half, no? One half.
Oh no. None and done. As
You're telling me
Ankawise
Bro.
Played through camera, but Hooksy actually blinded himself in the process.
I'm just talking fact.
So this one's not
You
got
saw
off
it
to
right
a
now.
rip-roaring start for the G2 squad. 3v5 and the backstab looking to get dealt with. Niko. Oh! Suddenly emerges and Monesy dropped out. It's going to be all Niko here to open up the pistol for G2. Dropping down into the site, taps the bomb, hoping it's bait to peak.
Come on.
He was
you have to twerk if he aces.
Bang!
No!
Niko saving me from Niko.
3 kills is the end of the line, as it will be Heroic pulling up with a pistol round in their back pocket.
Nice shots for Niko, but I will say Niko is a very strong P250 player on these pistol rounds as well. It's uncomfortable for Nexa. You think even one kill would be enough. And I love that idea for Hooksy.
People jumping is also not easy to hit.
In the smoke, but then he runs backwards looking into it. Fumbled the execution, and Heroic come through with a pistol round.
Unfortunate for Nexa, you know.
Oh man,
timing to put down the smoke, playing behind with the duelist, just can't connect on the kills. If he got the first one, maybe bought a little bit more time. The flank was coming in from G2, but not meant to be.
And we have this flash play with the USPs.
Full eco.
Gonna look to try and deal with Shush. G2 just waiting for the kind of mental timer to kick in on this one as they hear that util coming out. Heroic are looking to take some space over in main, so
yeah,
it's not a bad idea. They're going to be in the right place.
I can feel something.
Hooksy's really? In the last round might have let him down, but let's hope this one tees up the rest of these USPs. Now fades. Flash goes in. Here comes the peak, and it is an absolute massacre. Everybody falls for G2, and the vanilla pistols don't get anything done, and that's par for the course.
If they threw it on the fade,
maybe, right?
Couple of kills
Svani,
at least.
Anubis, T or CT sided?
Clean anti-eco from Heroic.
Fully T sided.
Nerds has given
really?
You
need at least 7 to 8 T rounds.
Kicks and Mac 10. So
why do some teams pick CT first?
An A rush.
They have no idea that most of the teams pick T.
Execute M4s on the side of G2.
Like 90% of pro teams pick T.
With no utility.
As A anchor as well, he will definitely need support.
And NaVi did. G2 always does. Heroic did now.
As well, he gets a lot of info. It almost seems too good to be true, but it's not.
Special?
No one is here.
No, I don't know. Maybe they're just more confident in CT. But I would say like 4 out of 5.
An ancient
down on Temple. niko's is getting set up for success right now.
Pretty 50-50, but more CT sided.
Right, with the 3 strong lean over towards A, they're going to be tempted to have to take some real estate back.
I think with like CS2, everything got so much more T sided. Like our parts was so CT sided, but nowadays you also get like
a bit of a foothold here.
You cannot hold angles anymore really without, like, it's so hard. You see a lot of times people swinging and one-shotting orbs, which you wouldn't see in CSGO at all.
Just go into A right there, but it's going to be G2 blocking, and as Janko
and also you don't see any more double ops at all, almost I would say in CSGO. A lot of times double op made maps decided like on Mirage.
And so while rotating beach, they're also pulling out of the B bomb site. This is perfect time.
Guys, I'm closing the fucking prediction, you understand? Last chance to enter. I'm closing in now! You better enter. After this Navi vs Spirit, Donks is first real challenge, you understand? Wow.
Easy 3v5 after plant. 3v5. Easy.
So this one looking nice and clean thus far. They've got twistzz and niko left to get through. They learn about twistzz over in the connector. niko is still a big question mark, but he is all between G2 and this round. They'll deal with him cleanly. And so G2 pull up with the rifles and they get their first on the board right away.
I think also that first kill from Hunter really describes well who he is, right? Like when I talked to Overpass about
Mr. Hunter
going for some aggressive peaks,
not easy to hold B.
There's 3 players there really waiting, but he just goes for it before the smoke pops, gets that 1 kill, he'll find 1 more through the smoke. So great job from G2 to just sort of hold play defensive, wait for the smokes to clear before they go for the retake with the numbers advantage.
It's such a high-risk peak, but given the fact that they have no one in the site, getting out with a 5-on-4 is perfect for G2.
And they played for the sites in the previous round, so now let's see if they put a little bit more focus on middle.
Let's chat, bro.
Will be niko starting there.
Do you have 7 TV? Yeah, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Very supportive. We're seeing
sometimes I have a guest like they're like, what?
No.
I remember you kid he was like fully clueless. He was so surprised when he said, huh?
The people who don't have 70?
Yeah, of course, bro. People listening right now probably don't have it.
Flash is good, but niko comes in with the saving double.
Oh, wow.
Massive entries. They know a third man's here. There was util coming through, and monesy waits back in heaven.
1 kill for monesy.
Oi!
Jump, but he controls it. Tony Hawk in the
kicks in a 0 ADR.
As he brings it back into a 3-on-3. The backstab is in from twistzz as mid is left unchecked, and now Heroic can slow it down. monesy hungry for even more. He's left up in this clutch. 3 kills to his name in a 1v2. This is ace needed clutch from monesy.
Does he win this?
Keep this round safely in the G2 bank.
Wouldn't be his first on Anubis.
No, they know where he is now.
Smoke out over towards Temple.
No kid either.
Heroic move in.
What is this molly? Maybe he wants him to win it with this molly?
Teed this up for himself. Gave himself options if he had to retake this B site.
No!
Just a little smarter, a little faster on that one. Comes up behind him and will flush monesy out, knowing what he had planned to do with that smoke.
German man.
Great game out of niko right now. That double entry saves his teammates who are mollied and blind out A main with this double kill. And it goes on to shut down a red-hot monesy. 3 kills into an ace. the recovery there, to jump, to go full yabby, to still land on your feet.
Being annoying. 42 now, no money, winning one round, getting broke after.
3-1 T-side Anubis. It's par for the course, but it's also G2's map pick.
Next are 0 and 4.
So you don't want them to go
Not
too deep down under. Well, they haven't been since Sydney. Just pistols now, couple of deegs.
Full A-side control.
Chance, but niko has already walked all
This
the
one
way
is over.
today. Might just be the round. Might.
Yeah, should very much so be, right? They,
Do you have any pets, Swanny?
These two players trapped down over
No, I had 2 turtles at home with my parents, but now that I live in my own flat, no, outside no time. We were like on the road for over 200 days, so...
Ah, sheesh.
Wouldn't be fair to a pet to have it, to be honest.
Good call, good call.
Heroic kind of looking for this. It's only the deagle they'd be looking to remove, and they'll do exactly that. xantares lights up the eco from G2.
Always on the road is crazy. What about like friends or a girlfriend, or it's just not possible, or?
I mean, friends is really hard, but I have a girlfriend who supported me a lot, which is good, but yeah, we were like on the road for over 200 days, and then it's really hard even to go to like birthdays of your parents and birthday of nephews, like you miss out on a lot of stuff. But there's also like people know what you do and supporting you, that's like worth a lot. Like my parents were watching everything.
Boss.
They were supporting it, they were in Cologne, they were doing like everything to... Also my dad was having me a lot with like adult stuff, because obviously when you have like a flat you need to have people come in, and I didn't have the time for it, and he was supporting me a lot with this. And
watering plants and shit, no?
No plants here.
Oh.
But there's literally like, you know, like idle stuff, just like also builds and everything. When you're not at home, you're not there to open briefkasten.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about postal boxes or something.
Yeah, but it's just like a lot of support that you need, and stuff you can't do on your own.
From Heroic, probably wanting to bait out the counter utility from the CTs in case it was a B pop.
I wonder how it is if you're someone like Dunk or Monesy, you know? You're like 16, 17, and you're never home, 200 days just on the road.
And you can't really go back to Russia as well, right? Because of the war and maybe not being able to come back. Because they also had issues of, because they were getting mobilized and maybe you cannot go back. And it's like really scary as well. I know that like Dong is living in Belgrade now. And Ilya was also moving towards Serbia, so...
Oh, fuck.
With only one, monesy needed to hold the line. nutz is hunting. He knows exactly where they're going, and he will deal with them well.
It's not looking good for G2. 5-1, no money.
Denies it. And that will be allowed. 2 guns at least for G2, but not enough to
map maybe
fully. So nutz's job is done.
Oh god, next
and
of
nice
17 ADR.
behind the bomb site as well, getting mollied out.
And no BS call there from Heroic, right?
Yeah.
What I was talking about, let G2 think about all the possibilities. We're just going to keep it simple, right? Group towards A, go for the execute. Great utility, great execute. One missed shot, and yeah, that's the problem with in executes in general. That one shot and the round is pretty much over, because the players gain so much ground, like with scaling. He can hit the second shot, he's gonna be
it's double LM.
He might have
they lose this best of 3 and next best of 3 already LM.
The molly anyway, so like that smoke could
have 2 chances.
But the nade lands, and yeah, he's ticking in the molly anyway, so it's a done deal. And Heroic, they're just keeping it simple. They're going for another peek out B main, looking for a kill. nutz with a lurk smoke. It's actually the CT smoke used against them, and he's in the middle of the site. They have no idea right now. He's just waiting for a kill to present itself. twistzz will take it. There's 2 Ts here, and shots rallying down range here for Heroic. A little awkward on the fade, but recovered well. And monesy, mortal man, right now as Heroic get rid of this eco.
It's looking like a quick one.
niko's still back here in spawn holding the cross, but unless he gets like one hell of a multi-kill here, This is not a round destined for G2. On that swing out through the cave, Nexa just a footstep too far, leaves him in the prying eyes of this niko's AWP. And he'll even land that tag down range onto niko, ending niko's round here and now.
Yeah, he looked frustrated.
Shit, man.
Nothing now.
This is our map. What's going on?
Heroic will make it so.
But they are out shooting them.
Yeah, this is scary, right? When niko's having great form out of the gate, he's
guys, I'm closing the prediction
now to what we saw from monesy in that last game. Then you've had twistzz and nerds. I feel like playing very in-your-face Counter-Strike whenever it's been demanded. These were the two that crept through this smoke out B main in this round.
It's a really good T side. I mean, just also in terms of calling nice changes of pace. The executes
no timeout.
Holy shit,
and another sort of early group towards A.
I feel like you need all the rounds now for G2.
Broke, don't fix it. G2 throwing deep stairs smoke to signal they're going to take A control. They
nice
won't.
monesy.
Have the AWP sitting back, and monesy will connect his. Bucks Nexa from the, or nerds from the ranks rather. Nexa still supporting on the A side. And Heroic, whatever they wanted to do, they've got to bail. twistzz once again deep middle control for Heroic.
Guys, I closed the prediction
G2 got to use their smokes wisely. Only 2 remain. Cycling them out in the dark room. Kicks his molly, will force that. He runs through with it. A lot of pressure put on Hunter.
Right.
But the smoke will be
good pressure towards B. G2 has no utility left, they don't have pop control. Not gonna be easy. They need to all rotate towards B.
So no
good call from Heroic to go in.
for G2 at 50 seconds.
Chat, what are you saying, Scam, for the prediction? Sorry, I didn't even realize that one was up.
The paranoia's really crept in for
I'm
G2,
in the zone right now, bro.
He's going to have a real hot on their heels.
My bad, G, for focusing on the game. Sorry.
He gets out with a 1-for-1, and monesy now arrives through middle. They learn about niko in the backlines for kxan. This one is too far gone. 1v4 required. He's going to try creep up onto monesy, but the trade is immediate out of Hunter in middle.
Good round.
G2 do a great job of wrangling Heroic in there. It looked like they were going to peel too much away from that A site over towards B.
Free timeout fast.
Really helps out, just getting activated very quickly on that drop through the window in mid. And some nice trade work from Hunter around camera.
We can see the timeout used from Saw, right? Another reset round. If they win this one, Heroic, they won the half already and have a chance for a couple of more. Plenty of money in the bank. Not even sure why. Okay, Nerds just had 1700, so he actually doesn't have money for more nades despite getting a drop.
It is a full buy.
Less than 3.
But he has such great teammates that they dropped
one. Let's go.
Dropped him some more nades. You know?
I mean, it would be Heroic classic
and
to
this one again and be broke insta.
Of course, the old roster very familiar with doing that on CT sides.
Mayonnaise top fragging again.
T-spawn map is so far away, man.
All right, instant left side smoke goes over towards B. Now it's looking like he was going to try and peek that early, but you had a flurry of flashbangs come out to deny the aggression down through long.
I'm learning so much util just by watching this map, and I'm going to forget it all the second I'm in the server. Very cool B-pop flash thrown by G2 there.
Oh, that karambit, man.
Hunter again in a pivotal position. The
What's your favorite knife?
Way and pressure is being put on B.
And we saw this hold of Hunter and Hooksy be able to kind of withstand it the first time around. They're going to get split on again. Still a full belt of util for niko's.
What's yours?
Essentially for Shush, so...
I'm a M9 enjoyer.
Yeah?
But more basic, like I really like Autotronic.
What?
Yeah, Autotronic or nice gamma doppler, like the green one.
Slow down for a moment.
Not the full green, but like the greenish.
Exploring the back lines, just checking out this A main push, making sure G2 aren't making an info play.
I mean, the tones of green.
Heroic is just waiting out this utility before they.
Yeah, but like greenish, like you know, like not emerald, but like greenish.
Phase 2.
They have such a good one.
Before going B, but monesy can have some early info here, maybe even a kill.
Oh, good flash. He's forced back, and the hunt comes in. Just going to
Nice,
chase
like
this, but he
some
doesn't need
9 as
to.
well.
25 seconds. Hunter makes a move. Or niko rather dead, down in dark.
I think Autotronic is sick and underrated.
Right now, ugly spray. Nexus saves the day. It's a plant for Heroic. Just in time, that little fake out into a main. Holds the wall over G2's eyes.
Everyone always talks about Hayes Harden, then Blue Gems.
It's a good grenade, but nothing will come of it. Heroic win the half at worst case.
Dude, we're getting fucked right now.
Like that, they used the last of their util in doing so, right? They kind of had a good bit of faith that that was going to throw G2 off a bit. Their patience over towards B would work wonders. And they had full faith in getting the openers.
Oh, he's so quick.
That wasn't even a no-scope. That was a quick scope.
And he's looking the wrong way. For crying out loud.
And I think this round is a good example of some of the problems the CTs have on Anubis, right? Like if you don't go for some aggression in the mid round or in the early round, it's very hard to hold the sides, you know. It's so claustrophobic.
Spicy.
And I think now, you know, G2 might be a little bit sick of it. So perhaps trying a quick B peek, right? That's what they faked the last round with the 3 flashes. But if I'm Heroic, that's sort of to be expected at this point. So let's see what the decision is.
Still no timeouts, like 7-2, no timeout, you really need the rounds.
It seems like Heroic have already got their mind made up. It's
the rounds you win are not looking convincing either, so...
Next up, watch this, watch this.
You've got something up your sleeve, you're gonna need
watch this.
They are
brother.
through
you see that?
Nice, nice. Multi-kill to open, traded after the fact. But there's more players here now.
There's something that JK dreams about it.
Over towards the A site. Monesy dead. Lovely openers out of twistzz. He's cracked that A site wide open. Goes for even more, and will get knocked out of the round.
They know where
Hunter is now. They've
Hunter
got
is
the
smart.
info. Heroic can move
He's going to be insta. He will be there at the same time almost.
In his decision to rotate over, he's not going to beat that first man in.
Oh!
But the kill is given away. Hunter is in with a chance. Smoke down for now. He's going to start
bang!
Why
does he plant there?
In the open, or
I don't know.
rather.
Oh my god, that was
nice
fucking important.
The red carpet rolled out in that 1v2. Yeah. So anyone want to justify the plant spot?
I thought he was going to fake it. Or at least stick it behind cover, but damn, that is a disaster. In the open, blocked by the pillar or the box, whatever it was, the rock, the
what a timing, holy shit.
Couldn't even see.
Yeah, that was
strange. Why did he plant?
Especially considering it's Hunter, I think that's the big one, right? Like, he is more of an aggressive player, but yeah, maybe a little bit losing track of the round for Heroic, and that's honestly a gift for G2. If they end up losing that round, I mean,
but really bad money for G2. 2 farmers for an MP9, not even now.
At least at that point, but still a tough buy for G2.
That's a 1v3 for Hunter after, you know, twistzz turns that round on its head, gets a double entry, and they don't commit into A anyway because they killed Huxi on the big flank.
There's no need for nikolas to go so deep, right? I mean, he can just cover temple for nerds while he plants the bomb, and then you play the 2v1.
Just that feeling that you have good timing, and it costs you everything.
So a mistake, we'll see how costly as Heroic keeps pushing the pace.
I like the pace change. So aggressive into dark immediately, and I don't think G2 are ready for this. They push themselves.
Nice, monesy.
Provides the much-needed cover.
What a battle! Holy shit!
Here. This is getting scary.
G2 is winning one of their fights. What?
How? Monesy finding 2 kills down below. G2 can chill.
Let's go, man.
We talked about this B aggression, when is it going to happen? And I think a great call to do it now after the lost clutch. Heroic probably still thinking about it a little bit. So G2 in a 4v2. This is where you don't want to give any, you know, free kills. If you die, you may want to make sure that it's traded. Like in this case,
would be winning with JKS.
So either just shoulder peeking, right, playing for information. niko's now in a 1v3. There's no one on A.
Yeah, Nex is given a lot of room here. I mean, mid's been open, so it's understandable to be kind of worried about CT, but it will allow this bomb plant to come through for niko. He's likely not to expect them to have just up and left the A side.
You're lucky that Donut isn't here right now, Bob.
65% of their T-round, so if they get 7-5,
he's like, there's no way they're giving it to me, but they are. niko sits up top of the board for Heroic.
He is snoozed up.
Letting him get this bomb down. BG2's undoing, not today. As Nexus swings on out just a little later from the heavens. They're fine to concede the plant. G2 just wanted the round.
Great flash from monesy as well, finds 3 kills, and they're hyper important because he's stopping that dark split while Heroic are taking P long, and then he goes in with a flash to completely ruin niko's chance to dance in the clutch.
The 1v3 was so fucking important.
G2 looking to recover
They
here
get a
in the last
7-5
round of
now.
the half. 7-5. Not too bad on CT and Anubis. You're still holding some expectation of G2 with this being their map pick, but given how this game started, to get out with 5 by the end of the half.
No way. Eternal Fire 2-0 Falcons, Money.
Arguably, very
crazy.
dangerous
Holy
buy
shit.
if you play your cards right.
12-6 right now.
You see some aggressive executes from this team.
Lol. 13-6.
They're gonna walk that. niko.
And that's Falcons' map picks, Money.
For him there. They even lined
Yeah,
up in
but
the
it's
smoke.
also, I'm interested in seeing how Sonic is doing without like a superstar of, like he always had Device, then he had zywoo, and now he has Antares, who is okay, but not like a type of guy who will take over games on his own. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Another smoke in their way. This has sucked a lot of the pace out of the round for G2.
Extra with a double, by the way, wichtig.
They made the smoke, gives them an open veil
Hier kommt
to
richtig.
know that no one was close, but Nerds is
Gets
still
available.
floating around here at the stairs. Been a nuisance that these players
Have
trying to
another
rotate
molly.
in on the retake.
Nice.
Good flash, monesy nails that shot. It's all eyes on Shush.
So
monesy
easy.
trading out to the
He's
AK.
so good.
Puts
What
up
the
another
fuck?
multi-kill.
And the vibes are high.
Rounds for G2. A
7-5 is
We
good.
got this. Same as an overpass. Looked tough, but yeah, zack.
7-5 is fine, you take it on CT side.
Right, I think with the 5 zifted. Can I get some hearts in our fucking chat? Can I get some hearts in the chat? Kuss! Man, let me see if we can get an interview of Eternal Fire. Chat, running an ad, by the way, so we have none during the game. You understand? Running an ad, so we have none during the game. You understand? Give me an interview now. Please.
Dinko mentioned Turkish Delight. That is a top tier sweet or candy if you're from America, in my opinion as well. And top tier playing from Eternal Fire. Turkish Counter-Strike fans are going to be super happy. 2-0. Looked really clean, looked good.
That was easy, man. That was super easy for Eternal Fire. They played a fantastic game of Counter-Strike, I'm not gonna lie. We praised a lot of the individuals on the first map of Vertigo that was slightly more competitive. On Nuke, all of a sudden, it's the player that you could argue perhaps being the weakest mechanically skilled player in the entire group stage in Major. Coming up huge, 17 kills, 3 deaths, 10 rounds into the game, and at that point you just knew what was coming for the Falcons. They were never in the game from start to finish.
By the way, if you're unaware,
they did dominate.
If you're unaware that you think that these games right now are crazy, we have the craziest game right after this. Navi versus fucking Donk, you understand? Spirit versus fucking Navi. Spirit's first real opponent, and it is fucking Navi. Donk Masterclass. I don't know who I'm cheering for, probably Navi. But
I've got xantares.
A Spirit deserves this as well, bro.
Give him the interview, but,
fucking rookie
sure
dunk, man.
There. He's got a smile on his face, and I would have a smile on my face after that victory. I'll be honest, mate. This looked a little bit easy. You had a great game plan for this.
Yeah, of course. We just make a preparate before the game, and then we just talk a lot, and we have also a good plan generally. Yeah, we just managed to beat like them. They are a very good team. That's what can
xantares
I say?
used to be on big
What can I say? Well, I can say we're very impressed for this.
Furia.
When you looked at the veto, though, we've seen them play a bit of Vertigo when it came to Blast. The Nuke is a map that they beat
were the good
Vitality
times.
on.
He was fucking
Was this
insane.
enough data for you to actually prepare well?
Yeah, we just feel ourselves on this Vertigo map like we are insane on this Vertigo. So what can I say? Like we can pick against every team. Like.
Okay, let me ask you this then. For confidence for Eternal Fire to progress further, to get to playoffs, do you feel like this is the best chance and the best team a Turkish team has ever had to do it?
Safely, yes. Yeah, we can make it easily. Like I believe everyone, I'm proud of everyone in the team. Like everyone is improved a lot in the team. So what, like we are right now we're insane. Like we can do a lot of things, a lot of damage against good teams.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Super amount of confidence here. Great performance so far.
Eternal Fire good as fuck, right? I didn't watch a single game during the play-ins.
Yeah,
what do you think? Can they go all the way?
Ain't no way. Let's go. interesting. Hey, Shinlock!
Yeah, they fucking quit boom 13-1.
Kuss for the fight!
Heroic settled into as they're up 7-5. It's with commanding performances from niko and twistzz. We have monesy on the other side of things, the one from G2 to try and match them in that regard. A stellar 3K in the last round and a multi-kill in the one before that. I think another 3K actually on the back of the famous.
Yeah, bro, this is a 2-0.
A similar groove to overpass his
Pistol
monesy.
GG.
And this time, I think, you know, the supporting casters looked a little more there around it.
Easy.
So as G2 embark on this T side, let's see what they've got up their sleeve. It's a very heavy lean over here towards A early on, with niko left back outside of B. Waiting to see if he can catch any aggression from Heroic.
monesy.
Julie's for Nexa did not work out.
Bro, Julie's are overpowered, no?
How was Shush fair?
You saw it with Nexa?
Kicks and baits.
Bro!
They're about to explode. The nades go over.
Well.
It's all util in middle, though.
Nah, but Julie's are fucking OP as fuck.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah, the situational, but...
They both jump. Bit of a disaster. You only want your first player doing that. And look
you don't
how
even
it
need
hurts
skills for it. It's crazy.
They get
Just hold down mouse one.
like clothes in luggage.
Hooksie
Imagine.
Hooksy not ready to pack his bags yet. Still wants to give this 1v4 a go.
Hooksy, do it for Kassad.
1 kill for the man. But he is getting flanked to 2 players.
Was? Funny?
What?
Please.
And it just falls
No
short.
way. Oh my god,
He's
it was
taking
fucking
this
sick.
far from the 1v4. He's going to
There's
start
no
moving
way,
out
right?
of there. Running around with the bomb on his back. He is
has the
ahead of niko
Niko
in the
hears him.
rotate.
He's faster.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't expect Niko this fast, I think.
Hooksy with the plant.
Oh, he wants to go back back.
niko
mind.
slow on the
Oh my
approach,
God.
topping
Oh
the
my
chart.
God.
Heroic and
Please.
Hooksy. It's an awkward.
Nine.
He can't complete
Oh
it.
my
Oh, he would have
Damn
shit talked so
good
much.
try from
Holy shit, that was
Hooksy in the
sick.
1v4.
Nice
And as
try.
that glass goes down in the Hall of Heroes, you know they make eye contact there.
Honestly, big that he even got a plan that they can buy now. It
Yeah.
was good.
Sick clutch. If that one bullet in the
He
mag
can also drop
landed,
AK.
would have been beautiful. Nice try from the Hooks.
I mean, still an incredible round
Sucked,
from him
sucked.
just to get the kills,
That's
plant the
crazy.
bomb, right? That enables G2 to buy. And you said it, Hugo, on Anubis, you don't need necessarily the AKs and you can mix something up with the Mag 10s.
Oh, man.
It was sick.
But
Nice
this is a
try.
crucial round for G2 to gain some momentum.
Like you said, round 2 force, you need a plan. You need to play. You can't just willy-nilly run around.
Instant
How the G2
A-rush?
will run them
Let's
down
go.
in A.
I
It's
like the
only
balls.
Shush here. He's got nades over the top. It will do a bit of damage, but the Galil
Heroic is
entries,
not
we
in
know that's
position
what
at
to
all.
do it with
Come on,
whatever
This
he's
could be
got.
fucking good.
This is great.
Hunter in behind him, Shush.
Sick.
Dead
Easy.
immediately in the
Round is over.
inside.
All right,
Crumble.
pack it up, save, let's get out of
What a
here.
call.
It's over.
That 1 kill
Big.
is all that's needed for
JKS
G2.
would have called Let's
That's
Play
a
Slow.
surprise. A-rushes are so common on this map and
Because
so
he was right here.
telegraphed as well. You can hear the footsteps coming. Sure, they went rugs, but even so, you get a heads up. And Heroic just don't have anyone near the site. It's just Shush throwing a nade and then getting caught in no man's land. Unprepared for a round like that are Heroic.
What's your favorite food, Svanny?
A bit surprised
Oh,
he didn't even try to,
Rinderrouladen.
not necessarily
I don't know
how
through
to
the
call it.
smoke,
Say again?
maybe some spam, maybe you get a
Rinderrouladen,
lucky kill
you know?
or two, maybe you can
Ooh, yeah,
poke
of
around a
course.
little bit, but you know, on
And,
the other side of things,
Zwiebelrostbraten as well,
you have
sick.
3 M4s, you
Yeah,
can
that's
rebuy all
some
the nades.
German
Or
food.
how do you say it in English?
I
don't know.
I don't know if it even exists in English. It's so good.
So the A rush call.
Rinderrouladen, I haven't had that in so long.
And for Hooksy, he kind of gets his
Are you doing that, Andrea?
It's the bomb plant that enabled that
What?
buy, as you pointed out in the first place.
With
Good
his
old kebab.
brain, if not his aim.
Yeah.
What? Say again?
Bit of both.
And also,
Good old kebab.
I'd say a lot with the aim too,
Yeah, man.
actually.
But do you
in
eat
that little
do you eat
1v4
lahmacun, like the roller, or do you eat it?
Nah,
All right then,
kebab,
G2.
kebab.
This is a golden opportunity.
Sometimes
to suddenly
lahmacun, but I prefer
Nice.
kebab.
feel like you're back into the swing of
Nice.
things here. Are they just going to run it
I
back
never
again?
understood
That's what it's
durum.
looking like.
It's more expensive
If they
Same.
broke, don't fix
What they
it.
than
rush it
lahmacun,
again.
but
Shush.
without the sauce.
He's
Like the
learned from his
fucking
mistakes last
fuck
time. He's here
meat on
ready
it.
to fight, but not able to
I think
overwhelm
Hooksy
him.
went
Kicks
crazy.
and tries to support, and try really is the operative word there.
Just rush everyone,
Spammed
let's
out
go.
by Hunter as he continues this reign of terror in towards the A site. G2 They find success twice in a row on the back of these fast A plays.
Or even a little more prepared this time, but it's still not enough.
So now, how crazy is hooxi? Is he gonna call it for a third time? That's all I want to know, right?
Damn.
Surely not.
Because for Heroic, it's, well, they did it twice. Surely not for a third
No
time.
chance so far for Heroic, and already 8-7.
Rebuy on the two players.
Bro, why does this guy have a fucking JKS emoji?
2 M4s,
oh
they
my,
can do some work, right? Where
dude,
do you send
I swear,
them?
bro, they are farming the Glazers. You sub for that emoji, no?
Do you just repeat the same thing? You leave it
crazy.
there, maybe play for mid,
ESL has a fucking JKS
some other plays
emoji.
to find an entry.
Smart.
That's always the mind games. It's so, to me, it's always so intriguing, right?
Well, because I think up until now as well, Heroic have had good reads, and they felt like they've had like a good idea as to what G2 are doing.
But for my money, I would slow it down now. Like, they have 2 guys with no armor, 2 M4s, 1 MP9. You don't need to gamble on being right again if you're hooxi to win this round. You can just play it slow, see what it is that Heroic is going to do with those 2 guns, right? And then use, let's say, in the next round, sort of the same nade just to bait out the utility.
Ah, he also has the JKS emoji.
Nervous. That's gonna make it easier for you to call in the mid round.
But it's from another channel.
WJD. What would Yanko
That's
do?
crazy.
Segment coming soon. We'll have to see if the hooks is really loose today.
And it is, I feel like that's why Overpass, Anubis works much better for the way hooxi calls. He's a momentum caller, and he understands when to change the pace and how to change it. On Overpass, you can't do that.
Why do you all have it all of a sudden?
Or a B pop.
Nah,
right? And that's sort
is
of
it a follow?
also
Oh
easy
my
to
days.
spot. On Anubis,
Y'all are
it
so
suits his
cringe,
style
bro.
a little bit better.
I see a lot of bodies going towards A, but yeah, they're not going to commit to it again.
And this time, look at what Heroic have done. Double A main.
Mods, I need a
immediately.
blacklist on
And
that
Pistol
emoji,
sends
please.
it. They're finding out what's up here. Nerd supports with rifle. Pistol goes even further forward. And behind that smoke on the stairs, hooxi couldn't see him from the window. He's going to burn in the molly. Tessa's avoiding disaster right now.
Oh, Shush is like super deep. He's gone all the way through, and he's now flanking them with the USP.
Not bad. This might be a free.
Oh my god, look,
No
Shush.
idea.
Nexa?
Comes
Yeah,
back
man.
around.
Nice.
To stop the Shush in the back line, but this is still a good start for Heroic in spite of that, right? They've dealt with the mid push cleanly. G2 feeling like they could be in hot water here.
What was this?
This
3
game
safe
was
guns?
yeah, 2 safe guns. They got one from hooxi now.
Gonna recommit
3
to the
USPs,
mid-creep.
it's looking dangerous.
Anlar and Nexa walking in together. That bomb just a little bit later on the back of monesy. twistzz up close in middle with some damage, but it's not the killing blow. And so G2 at least get the mid control they were looking for. They've cut off the info here as well. And it's not like twistzz really got to see everyone there. It's not like he saw the whole picture. Only gets to spot that one man fighting him in the door.
The 2 M4s are still alive with armor. So there's a chance for Heroic here. We'll see if G2 just tries
Running
to
into the more
creep
stacked
up
side.
B. Looks like
20
it, that they won't
seconds,
use
one
any
mistake
nades,
and
so
it's
they don't
over.
give away their intentions.
The crossfire is really nasty, and niko has been
Lock
the hero of Heroic in this series.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Draw them in.
Nice,
he's
Hunter.
eviscerated.
Oh, the lineup.
lineup. He finds
1v1.
2 kills, and now
It's
it's
fine.
monesy
Does he have
versus
timing? No, he
Nerds.
doesn't.
Quick drop down below. Monesy needs a reposition
Monesy's
inside.
Oh!
Away. And Nerds gets
9.
ever closer to the round. Heroic
That is
find it with
annoying,
only
bro.
2 M4s. Disastrous round for G2. They slow
Don't
it
kill
down,
Delia, chill.
and it's their undoing.
I mean, the fight in mid, we didn't catch it, but that's what really went completely wrong for them.
Oh, that lineup. And they're shooting each other, everything.
A very important round for Heroic to have picked up there, right? Especially after kind of hooxi's gambit earlier on, right? Of the back-to-back A rushes. It felt like maybe he was going to get in that point where he's in their heads a little bit. They go for a slower, more traditional round, you could say, and they end up getting punished for it. niko and Nerds, the 2 to really stand and deliver. 4 kills between the 2 of them. And so now they're going to come back, try to take some of this ace.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
we keep abusing A side.
Being possessed.
So easy.
niko and hooxi in the
He
meantime
runs
find
through
their
the full
successes
molly
in
and
mid.
gets the
And
entry.
wouldn't you know it,
Holy
hooxi's
shit.
called another blinder with the return to the A play.
That's my in-game leader.
Big Mr. Ilia.
whether it's Hooksy or it's just monesy,
Yeah,
you know, calling the play and then Hooksy calling around and for him and niko to be aggressive on mid. That's a call where they're in a position, if monesy finds a kill, they can just speed up and sort of try to end the round immediately, and if not, they can still reset and play it slow. And it's always tough, I mean, for Heroic in this situation. They've lost 3 rounds in the first 10 seconds of the round.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have all like these kind of protocols for like, going out and gathering info and whatnot, but when it's so fast, there's none of that, right? It really does just hinge on
good thing is, now that you abuse A so much, it allows you to fake easy towards A because they need to put more numbers towards A, and then you can just split B or something.
Getting out with the AWP
you can balance everything a lot easier now.
The player in spawn did kill the other CT and B, so, you know, it came at a cost. You saved the best gun, but no one else lived, so...
I mean, that's a tough...
One rifle, no.
Situation for Heroic because their
loss
bonus is at 1400, right? So niko does saves, and that's why the timeout comes in. They need to make the decision, are they forcing here or do they want to eco? And obviously probably the force, but
also their last buy.
How do they want to approach it? So I think an important timeout, even though it's their final one, at least when it comes to regulation. But this is the beauty of, I mean, for Hooksy winning rounds in this way, he hasn't really given anything up, in a sense, right? I mean, the rounds were all won fairly quickly, so I think there's still a
highlight
in the playbook that they can call.
Never mind, it was just this round.
And obviously, you know, what do you say if you're Heroic? Guys, let's just... You have to use utility earlier. You have to make sure...
And he's calling good, so that's the most important.
These aggressive plays and you get to the mid-round.
That's been a mission, even in itself. monesy creeping around this long smoke. They'll nade it open, but timing just eludes him on that player that was tucked in at pillar. twistzz now slinks back into the position once that pillar molly fades. Nerds up close down in con. Is able to deal with Hooksy. It's going to fall to monesy next. Missed shot from that AWP, and now that Heroic know it's holding this line, they don't have to fight him.
Trying to get him out. Good Molotov. With the left side smoke fading soon, he's got to be careful.
Because he's going to go for the clear here with...
A lot of information on A.
They find Nexa.
Disastrous.
This is an issue because you just lost all your kind of map control over towards A, right? So essentially you've been spotted at B. Everywhere you go now, you're going to be clearing like it's the first time. And so they'll recommit to middle, sending in one man there, niko.
At least we got money.
Moving up through the mid lanes while the rest of G2 meander their way down towards A main. twistzz deep on this angle. Well, monesy check for this. I think he's seen him, but just a second too late to save Hunter's life. twistzz goes 1-for-1 and gets the info that 2 players were crossing A. niko trying to act on the fly here, starts to flank through Temple. The time is of the essence for G2.
20 seconds.
niko can't really be the one to play first here. And with the double setup in at the back of the site, you're going to be real hard pressed to win this one. niko storming his way. CT taps out the first man. He's seen the barrel. And he's going to follow up with another. niko fastest on that flank through the spawn. And he's cracked this one open. G2 giving them a chance where there was nothing before. This one looked done. Instead, Heroic throwing in to a 2v2 retake. Bomb planted for CT, and they didn't have this real estate earlier on. That's how niko moved in. They are cautious. They are scared. Every corner can harbor a G2.
Nice, man.
CT now, and monesy's retaking the Temple.
Oh my god, this is a fucking
pre-planned.
niko does. The bomb planted for monesy. He can't win this, and he knows it. Runs for the hills. As monesy and niko cook up a 2v4 for G2.
What was the setup?
1v3 from Hunter in the first half. I'm not really sure the positioning from Heroic.
And they don't have money.
Too plat. I mean, they knew monesy was water outside A, and they spot niko in mid. I mean, you can go 2 con, right? Try to isolate the fight with one of the two. Instead, they get pinched.
Yeah, it's the reroute beach with 10 seconds on the clock, right? If he goes temple, both players can fight him, but kicks.
Do you want Navi or Spirit to win?
He was spotted. He
Spirit.
can't even see Niko in that position.
Yeah,
and it's the
fanboy.
rifle that gets found out. Monesy hunts down the second player, and just the way they play off of each other, even with that bomb tap and no one playing for it, Monesy runs in, but it's Niko who gets the kill while Heroic are distracted. What great synergy from these two. And even better shooting from Niko, who's had a quiet map, but shows up when it matters, breaking the money of Heroic at 9 apiece, and with no timeouts left as well, Heroic are in hot water.
They're gonna split A again, but Niko is there.
Got the AWP on Niko.
Fucking hard for Niko. He is told like 3 angles and he misses.
Monesy's actually the one to get that over the smoke. And
comeback is real.
In middle.
10-9.
Gets whack-a-moled out of the round. This one's over. The A side play works wonders for G2.
Fucking Hunter 1v3 won them the game. It would have been like 8-1, 9-1.
So easy.
They now retake the lead, and you can see twistzz is very happy about that. He's liking what he's getting out of the gang right now, and with good reason.
5 out of the 7 rounds in the half already going G2's favor. That's after losing pistol, winning a forced buy. And of course, the 1 round they lost was niko getting a crazy 2K spray down in dark and Nerds clutching monesy on a timing. 10-9.
Chat, fuck the late betters. You see how I got you, bruh? You called me a scammer, bruh. I delivered you some great odds on GU. You understand? What was it? 6-1?
Monesy's absolute
bang.
Monesy fast case.
Easy odds. Oh man. Yeah, this is over.
This clock? He's too good.
Meant to be doing this.
He just
now
doesn't care, does he? He does what he wants when he wants it and how. Doesn't matter if you're holding, if you're mollying him, he will go
G2
through
vitality tomorrow.
And he will Glock you.
What ends?
Monesy in this form, I mean, he's already made runs to the Katowice finals. He's already picked up
only
that
Big
trophy.
Clan made it, man. Apex, bro. What?
He glocked the second. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's literally
we
like
so
on
much
his
better.
Matrix story arc. They're in the lobby, he's just dropping guns, pulling out a new one, taking heads off.
So 4 gun rounds, 2 of them you win by kind of rushing A. Okay, the anti-force buy. And then 2 of them you win by just monesy being unleashed and finding an entry, or 2 entries in this case. That's 4 rounds that are over in the first 15 seconds, where it's completely done. Nothing for Heroic.
And that's a full buy.
Do.
That's a full buy. It's not even a full buy like they lose the A round and then they just save. No, it's a full buy where almost everyone falls.
With how like commanding he's being right now, it's not even Hooksy saying monesy go kill. It's monesy telling Hooksy I am gonna go kill. It's crazy. Yeah. This is mad. Oh, he's doing it
Heroic
again.
cannot handle this fast play style at all. Like G2 goes fast B, fast A.
Has to be a little bit slower. The molly's there. He's meant to peek round it.
Like no chance of stopping it.
Try give him a line.
Also like that monesy is always trying to go for entries with the AWP.
Everyone is terrified.
He was running through the A Molotov, he was running through fucking cave, now he's on B main. So annoying to play against him.
Hooksy around the smoke down in dark. He's been betrayed by this before. This round's no different. Hunter dead. Monesy with the
easy, bring it back. 2v4. We can win this.
The alarm bells go off for a moment, but kxan.
Nice, Nexa.
Yeah.
Oh! No!
He did turn around to check it, but
next to 1v3, I swear you can win this. Never mind.
And so Heroic with a nice re-establisher here in that round. They come through with some aggression. kxan takes that upon himself to shut monesy out of the round.
And that was an eco. I mean, the players with the rifles didn't really invest into nades either, so helps their economy a lot.
That's why they play as aggressive as they do, right? They're running down mid and sending quick flanks. That's the round winner. If monesy can get the bomb into B with his teammate lurking out as well, could be a G2 round.
But we have so much money.
You have to give Heroic the due diligence, the respect.
And maybe they fake it now actually towards A because it worked so much.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that one step too far.
He had a different story, but now it's unraveling in front of our very eyes.
Bring it back.
Jumping the gun.
Not a bad call to fake it and go mid.
Too fast.
Didn't work now, but
niko at least gets his revenge on that mid-smoke walk, but it wasn't before they lost Nexa. He does still have ownership of middle, which kind of cuts the defense in half at 2-2.
Heroic does have the man advantage, but they're split, so in reality it's a 3v2 for G2 depending on where they choose to go.
Niko's telling them to wait for him.
And this time around, you can see Heroic reacting towards Dark and are actually going to go for an info play.
Nice.
Both peak on either side. Nerds makes it out alive, but barely. And remember, Niko the entire time has been creeping in through middle. They didn't hear him tick on the Molotov, but Niko hears that. He knows exactly where Nerds is, and he will contain the problem. Tell his teammate just to plant. I've got you, buddy. Nowhere to go. Niko hunts mid rotations. They're all coming from behind. Hooksy needs to kill here. Niko can't win the entire round on his own.
Again. Yeah, Niko's going to potentially...
Yeah, man.
Hooksy wins that one, and that gives them so much more. With Niko having confirmed that no one was rotating temple,
no way they're losing
it's
this
become
again.
Clear to G2 that they've got Heroic trapped in the box down in dark.
1v1.
Niko, it's awkward at
Nicolo.
first, but he recovers nicely.
Ah!
The essence, but the bomb is not planted for Niko. Kit on Niko does.
Niko!
Swings out with the fight.
Nein! Does he have time?
And
Yes,
he's
he
got
does.
time to
Does
hop
he?
on that bomb. The clutch denied. As Niko versus Niko
nice try.
comes up in favor.
But good damage.
The Danish
Like, G2 has so much money, it was good.
G2 11 aware.
Piece. At least G2 get
Easy.
pawn. That's relieving for the money, but man, a nice try for Niko and Hooksy, who play off of each other's contact, but Niko does. Balls of steel.
It was about time that one of these goes Heroic's way, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of clutches that they lost, but thanks to winning that previous round with, you know, still money in the bank, they can rebuy with all of their utility too. G2, of course, from all the consecutive rounds they won, plenty of money left for them.
monesy is an alright spawn again, but in these last few pacey attempts, he hasn't been able to find that same success. And I saw Hooksy doing a lot of talking there in that timeout, so
We got a great buy.
I felt like this one could get a little more, I don't want to say convoluted, but I don't think it's going to be as much based around pace. Let's see. What does monesy want to do with this forward spawn? Yeah, far more passive from the start of the round here. He just posts on middle. And so G2 going to delve a little deeper into that playbook.
Mid's been good to them. They've got a lot of real estate, a lot of control here up towards doors. They just haven't always used it. That goes for both teams. CTs are more aggressive though. Flashes through, kicks him so blind. He cannot do a thing there.
Nice.
Niko with another important opener at a crucial part of this match. He was doing it near the dying stages of overpass. And G2 want to end this with
I don't know why I added that emoji.
No.
I really don't know.
They're going to pull towards dark.
Nice.
Doesn't even see his opponent. Niko
nice, dude. Next has better.
3 on 2. G2 have the site, and Heroic have a decision to make.
No money.
Yeah, their money is not in a good
Time
place.
to save Heroic. You have no money.
I mean, this probably has to be a save
Let's
at this point,
go,
unless
bro.
Niko finds a kill on Nexa.
No, don't give it.
Ignore what I'm.
No, it's fine. And so yeah, that save call comes in for Heroic. That's purely on the back of where the money's at, right? If they were a little more well off, if there's a world where saving these two guns isn't the make or break of this entire game, you might see them give that a look in, but never destined to go for it when they're not fed a kill in the 2-on-3. Big round for Nexa. Haven't really had to talk about him all too much. He had a couple of nice moments on that CT side after kind of getting bullied over on the A site. Here, he gets that gnarly double kill out through dark and facilitates the entire B play coming through for G2.
Just hurts for kxgo, who I don't know if he self-flashed himself or if Niko flashed him. It was one of them. They might have been bouncing flashes on the left wall as they scaled mid, but he pops out that door full blind. And it's just an easy entry for G2. Unravels the round, and now the series comes down to this. Baby. Is it a 2-0, or can Heroic drag us into overtime and look for Nuke as the decider?
Go, Mr. G2, close it.
Well, they keep the same pace to the way the last round started. monesy just holding a line this time. Waiting to see if he's given any aggression out through main. This MP9's worked itself up into a
what are those
close corner.
particles after
kxgo
mollies?
lies in wait with this kind of double-layered peek out of him and Shush.
Same again. Oh, niko doesn't need to respect it. twistzz doesn't even consider that niko will go through.
Nice, niko.
And it's perfect with the shoes through a couple, and that bomb is firmly in Heroic's hold.
niko's trying to
bring it back, niko. The bomb is lost. Nice.
Can he do it? kxan just dancing around, proving to be a nuisance. niko's with the backstab in the meantime, and Hunter's caught looking the wrong way.
It smells like OT. Nexa masterclass. niko 1v2, 25 HP.
All left onto niko. 1v2.
9 bullets, Swanny. 9 bullets.
Cut loose from mid, moved into this A site. It's all about trying to find him, and niko's will do exactly that. A big round from kxan.
Another OT.
They offer up 2 apiece. That first double kill coming off of the MP9 and the crunch that occurs over in main.
Shut the fuck up, you
fucking struggling this hard against Heroic.
I would like to receive boss spam in the chat.
No, I mean Heroic is not that bad, right? This is probably also one of the best anchors, I would say. But their new team, so without monesy carrying, I think would look pretty rough.
And well, grey screen into an MP9
in top fragging.
As well as you can hope. G2, another overtime.
He's like what, 60 kills now already in the POC?
Tamed but not muzzled. Holds on to the A push again. Still looking to bite and bark his way back into this game. Not wanting 3 maps.
Lock in.
No, it's in the smoke to avoid giving up the position. Good flash play. Monesy's out of there. Nexa's going to have to attack this trade, and he will find it. Meanwhile, Nerd's dead and dark inside of that smoke. So G2, a man up. Need to take a breath and regroup.
Huxi versus Nerds has been this kind of like background head-to-head that's been going on. It was happening on Overpass and some of those long fights. Now we've got the duel of Dark, and Huxi started winning that out across the last few rounds. This has put a lot of pressure on Heroic, right? Being a man down, and it's where they've lost these players. They have to spread themselves pretty thinly here.
They will split B again because they get a lot of space there.
It's easy. By leaving 2 over towards B, losing Nerds down in Dark has put the fear in them. But that leaves mid wide open, and G2 have found this gap.
Is not ready?
Oftentimes when they've secured this temple control, it's led to great spots, and no one from Heroic is even considering this. They just left middle. That kill comes for free. twistzz tucked in at the back of the site. Delivers the double. Hunter will snuff him out, and so now it is just kxan.
But how can Heroic still not be ready for temple flank later on? Like they got flanked 3 times now from temple.
This clutch will not be. Nexa and Hunter set up to play around this bomb. This is going to be real tricky for kxan.
But good for us. We take it.
Doesn't have any util to try and make his life any easier. They can just peek on the tap. They hear the footsteps now. They know he's in the site. They've got him right where they want him.
Whoa, Hunter, and bang.
Stick comes through, and Hunter will deny.
Let's go, man.
Doesn't leap out for the trade, plays the long con, plays around that bomb, and it does well by G2.
It's been a while since we said his name, right? But steps up in the first round of overtime, and yeah, difficult spot for Heroic in that 3v4. Again, you feel like you need to be a little bit more proactive.
Were you closer with Nexa or with JKS?
Perhaps they thought they had a little bit more time to just hold.
Because I worked 1 year with him.
And G2...
I worked with Nexa for 3 weeks.
JKS was toxic, no?
It's by no means the W holding or quick scoping entries that we've seen out of him in rounds prior. He's just holding that line, but a bit more aggressively over towards middle. Smokes come out of them. G2 kind of settle into this split across the map. Once again, you'll bet that niko wants to work this mid control. He's been doing it all T-side.
Double set up.
Ooh, Heroic this time, though, will stem that bleeding. They deal with niko early. And that's a real tool from the toolkit of G2 removed. It only gets worse with the death of Hunter over here at B. Think about some of the moments that niko's opened up in this game with his lurks in through middle. Now that you don't have that, Huxi's job gets that much harder.
Nuts, he didn't get flashed, he just walked the entire way through B main, so he is on a big flank, he is closing the net. He didn't need to commit to that, but he gets away with a frag. Dropping in is a bridge too far, and monesy cuts him down, but he is left alone in the impossible.
Wait!
3 now.
Wait!
monesy.
monesy
I'm not
masterclass.
banking on it.
B is
Not
free.
with 17 health, but this kid has shown us everything. Anything is possible. He's got timing. He's got a window to plant this bomb.
Fucking nerds is
Question
hearing
is what
everything.
happens after he goes back.
Oh, dude. It's funny.
Got another ace clutch
It's
on
happening. It's happening.
He's super low on health, and he never knew about
Cannot
nerds having
go
pushed all
again.
the way through long. But you are scratching your head a bit when you haven't seen him yet. He's usually down in
Oh,
dark. Still,
man.
timing gets the better of
No,
monesy
nice
on his
fight, yeah.
way to that 1v5. Shush puts a stop to it, and so Heroic tie this up in OT.
And the switch up there from
Yeah, win
Heroic
the
was the
last one.
double up, right?
2T
Shush
rounds
as
easy.
well on A, and they stick with it. So let's see what G2's response is going to be. Usually it's the utility heavy rounds that work great against that. You don't want to be spread out, searching with the AKs. That gives the ops an advantage. Been a while since we saw that to A rush, boys.
Hey, look, they're going to run it back again. It's
Ooh,
tried
I
and
like
tested
that.
for G2 at this point.
I do love it.
One AWP there, and it's Shush. He doesn't know how to op.
The smoke comes down, they jump through, and this
One is
time
all
he
he
can
will get.
evade capture.
Oh,
As
shit.
he takes two.
shit,
Just
that looked
finally
good.
headshot, but they are in the sight.
But still winnable.
Still not for long. Kick Sam to rein them in.
Oopsie,
It's
1v3.
just Oopsie left standing
Yeah.
there. First kill
Nice.
comes
Why
late,
laughing?
and
What
that's
the
when
fuck?
Nerds pops up to trade. Heroic
It's
ready for
1v3
that
you're
one as they
laughing?
very
What is
quickly
confidence?
flood players in to assist Shush on that hold.
A flash would have gone a long way into helping that rush. It felt strange to just be running at him like that. I feel like in previous ones there was an extra flash there, but yeah, great 2 kills by Shush. The rotate is there really fast from kxan, and they shut it down.
Heroic.
This game is intense, man.
Ah,
First
gee.
map
Oh,
overtime,
oh.
second map
I
overtime.
hope 1T round is
Heroic
enough
playing
because
some
Heroic
really
was pretty good on
CS.
T side.
I
They
mean,
were up like
off of
7-1.
game value alone, it was the grand
Not sure
final
if one
of
is
last
gonna be enough.
Katowice, of course, only with 2 of the Heroic players. But still, Heroic have a lot to prove, and G2 have haters to silence, doubters to displease. And while monesy was trying his best to do so,
Bro.
we need someone else to
Here we go. Single
carry the
AWP setup.
logs.
Let's go. Ilya, let's go. 24 kills again. Holy shit.
Oh, that really came out of nowhere. Here we are, niko.
Almost at 70 kills now in this best of 3.
Pretty
Two maps.
fucking good.
Down range there. A 3-man start over towards
Next
B.
A.
Hello, Nerds has worked his way
man.
out through main. Heroic trying to use G2's own trick against them.
Niko.
They pop out A, only that's not where this
Nice.
is going to end up.
Good
But
shot.
look at
Good
the
call. They have
rotate
full
it's
B.
drawn.
They have full
G2
B.
have
Doesn't matter.
completely up and left the B side.
Doesn't matter?
Heroic use G2's own look against them.
Yeah, okay.
I love
Doesn't
that
have
matter.
a
even if it
smoke.
doesn't go well, you're still on your
Watch.
default.
Doesn't
Not
matter,
committed
I
by
guess.
any
Watch,
means
watch.
if you're heroic, but if Nerds gets a kill,
Bomb
you
side
just
B,
know
if you
you
didn't
can
know,
walk
it's one of
into
the
bomb
easiest
site.
sides to retake.
And they, yeah,
Okay.
so much utility.
I am open to
Cycle
see it,
Molotovs
so-
towards Temple. I don't know how G2 are supposed to win this.
Oh god.
Smoke the bomb.
Smoke the bomb, yeah.
Doesn't matter, I guess, huh?
Here we are.
Maybe Sparkle's Ninja Diffuse.
niko a long ways out, takes a
Maybe.
little while to rotate
No
on
smokes
in.
left.
So G2, this retake is late. Smoke on the bomb might be their best option, but they don't have them left anymore. Molly start to rain in, and with that Molotov on the bomb, this should be a done deal. Monesy
Time.
doing all
Oh
he
my
can, but
days.
they
Oh,
are
yay.
and it's pigeon
but I like
shooting
your
for
confidence.
Heroic. They'll clean that one up. The bundle of G2 knocked down as Heroic soldier
Why is the referee
on to match
smiling?
point. Yanko, you said that this one's been intense.
Maybe he gets
First
paid
map,
by the hour.
overtime. Second map, now overtime as well. The third map was the
He's
big
like, fuck
question
yes,
mark.
one more map.
And Heroic are just 5 kills away from taking us there.
2 chances to do it, and you got to say, you got to give some props to kxan in this series and inside of this team, what he's able to accomplish with powerful pieces.
No.
He's right now doing a damn good job.
Shin knock. Kuss for the 5.
2 rounds.
That's now fucking chat box. Now.
G2, of course there's chaos. Nerds finds the entry kill. There's still utility flowing over, but it's kind of a fundamental rule that the anchor from the opposite side is not supposed to leave until you see the bomb, or they're planting the bomb exactly for this
Nuke
reason.
decider would be a
It's
banger.
not like they saw too many bodies on the side of G2, so probably just the intensity of the game, sort of annoying that Heroic has a couple of rounds to work with, making them over-rotate.
But I want to watch Navi Spirit as well, so...
Heroic gets into beats,
Yeah, but it's not gonna get pushed ahead.
retake for G2.
Yeah, but it gets delayed if they don't finish now.
Contact first and Hunter late to getting into dark.
No way!
And it is not okay.
It is.
3 kills from
It is Nuke.
Monesy 1v5, a phrase we've
Monesy
said
wins
a
this
lot
$1,000
throughout this
giveaway.
series, and even though he's always given it a go,
$2,000
he's
giveaway.
made it
Oha!
exciting. He's never won them, and so here we are.
Please.
Watching Monesy in the dying light of Anubis. Heroic have done it. They've locked this one out. A 3-map series we have on our hands here as Heroic stand tall in that overtime.
We had it, man.
Signposted with this beautiful performance from Nerds as we
Do we have this on Nukes, Funny? Wow, milking Brudi. Kuss for the 5.
This
yo,
is
yo, yo,
truly
yo,
been
yo,
a
yo.
Wild series.
Alright,
We've had
alright.
overtimes on both
Let's
maps,
go,
and
baby.
each
Knife
opponent
round is
taking
wichtig.
each other's
Knife round
map
is
pick
wichtig.
As we get ready to head into Nuke, usually third
Svanny,
map's
knife round is
reserved
wichtig.
for a kind of happy middle ground for both teams. However, G2 have had a string of rough results here. On Nuke, a map that was formerly a real strength for the squad back in Go.
No!
Struggled to get it going here in the realm of CS2.
Bruh.
The fact that they ban out
Okay,
Ancient, though, the fact that they leave Nuke in the
pistol,
pool,
win first
does that
gun round.
suggest to you,
How many
Yanko,
2 rounds do we
they've
need?
been cooking?
Not
5.
just cooking, but that the
Easy.
fact that the results they've had
And then we will
recently,
have
a couple of
monesy
those
mark
losses
with us
came
on CT
from
side.
online
Did you
playing,
check HLTV
and
stats?
the loss to Navi was
I wish we had
too much
JKS
of
right now for
out
ramp.
of-
The only time
out
where I
of
wish we
this
had
role
him.
in that game, if I remember correctly, especially on the
But we
T
have to
side,
check
really having Niko's
HLTV
number
for
on
stats, it's
yards,
actually
so
crazy.
I think just speaks of their
Monesy is
overall
plus
confidence.
44 and no one else
Perhaps there's a
has
little
plus
bit
that.
of, you know, situation of what happened in
It's
practice,
one-man
but
show at the moment, it's
definitely
crazy.
interesting, and they'll have to start on the T side.
Overpass.
Yeah, it will also be their debut on
Oh
Nuke in
my
this year
days.
as well. So it's been a couple of
2.07.
months now, or at
Won
least
the map for them,
to
literally.
get it ready
Anubis.
and raring for a new season
Jesus,
of
that's
play. The
crazy.
series is bound to end with a bang as we go into Nuke.
One more
Did
on
go
Nuke,
into,
please.
Anubis
But he
went
loves
into
Nuke, so
overtime, but
it's
there
good.
was a 2v4 and a 1v3 in crucial moments from G2 in there, so it was a much tougher game for them than the score shows. Heroic could have closed it out
fast
earlier,
for
and let's see
Kepler.
what happens on Nuke.
Oh, ramp rush, let's go.
G2 going
But
to start
Teslas
off
with
rushing
Brudi.
ramp.
Oh, no.
Tessa's here. Dual Berets
Nice.
getting nothing done. Kicksam rotates in and makes out like a bandit with a trade kill there to find the 4v4. Dropping down lower, they want to
Easy.
try and fight for B.
man.
Clean shot for Monesy, and he will secure the second as well. He can really do
He's
it
so
all.
fucking good,
And that'd be
CT.
enough to keep G2 in it. In the
It's
4v2,
over.
things are looking good for them here in this pistol round at least.
What was it, 17 win streak that we saw broken back in the first season of Pro League last year? It was Fnatic to break it. G2, though, need to return to their former glory. And right now, this pistol round is going swimmingly. niko has had a fantastic series. There's no doubt about that. I think that's, you know, we knew Nerds was the real deal when he joined this team. Hoped he'd be able to keep it up with his previous coach, Saw, but I think the question was niko, and he has delivered in spades. Surely a dead man here at the end of the round. He's taking them all out with him. Oh my, niko. It's only for style, but style is
That's
there.
fucking good. He can buy Scout now.
Guys, please. You know, can we
3
just...
important kills.
Can we just
And
not...
Monesy is coming.
One more shot. Oh, he just guarantees he dies at the bottom.
I think
Monesy is gone.
it looks sort of easy for G2
Well, that was
up until the
important
very
from
end,
Niko.
but
Now
I
you can
can't
actually
stress
buy a
how
Scout
difficult
easy.
those 2 kills for Monesy and how crucial they were. Nerds goes down to B immediately, so they're not really expecting him to be behind Silo, and that's a pretty strong fight for him here. Luckily for G2, he doesn't hit the initial shots onto monesy, and monesy is able to dispose of both him and Shuj. You can see he knows he had a great chance there to save the round for his team. So G2
his M4 actually. Holy shit, that's big.
Courtesy of Mones.
They rush ramp again.
Rushing towards
Nice,
ramp,
avoiding them.
and this time you've got jumping Mac 10s to worry about. So
Next
a whole
time.
different ball game for twistzz, but hell, he's bought the mitt out. He catches that first one. Next to dead. Nearly the follow-up on Hunter as well, but just cut down. Instead, it's going to be kicksam and Nerds making quick work of this. Monesy falls, but Nerds is still backed into this corner. Surely gets away with nothing more, and niko will deliver the trade at least. 2v2.
Okay.
The dust settles down on B, and G2 are given a moment to breathe. Molly displaces that bomb plant for the time being. Hooksy won't be able to get that plugged in.
Are they leaving? And if they are, I think the read is already there. They went back into the vent. So Heroic going to pre-rotate.
So smart.
When it goes quiet, no, they won't.
It's over for Heroic.
Here's the thing, right? G2 already lost their kind of Goliath player in monesy right at the tip of the round.
There's no way they expect him to go in.
Lower. niko is still very much in the picture, and he's sporting that hero M4 here. He's not even had to fire a bullet off yet.
niko shouldn't be able to lose this round if he's staying heaven and hooksy's planting for him. He's got a Molotov. He will be up in the rafters. hooksy's going to wait for niko to be taking the fight, clearing position. Molly goes for Hut just in case there is a pre-rotate, but this feels unlosable right now for G2, given the position.
That looks fucking dangerous.
Fires! With the 10 gifted subs. Hearts in our fucking chat.
We know how big that blast radius is on the new nuke.
I don't know why it's so loud.
Timing is not great there for hookzy, but they just want to live, really. If he allows it.
Let's go, man.
And there's a reason why Heroic is also doing this. It worked wonders for them on Anubis, right? I mean, it was all the saves early on that net them the first round, and then also it meant a lot for their economy. They didn't have to go for as many half-buys or ecos. So they're going to be... They're not going to feel
Chat,
as
if
bad
13-0,
$1,000
$1,000 giveaway. You know the rules.
You just want to keep putting pressure on your opponent's economy. That way, you know, once they win a round, eventually, it's going to mean a lot moving forward. And even here, you know, they reinvest a little bit on some of the players.
Also, I'm closing the prediction now.
Themselves a chance to steal one away from G2.
Oh, and they're stacking heavy over towards ramp. They've noticed that G2 have got a bit of an affinity for it at the start of this game. They're going to come through with the pressure. Falls immediately with Hut conceded. xantares given free reign in lobby.
Nice. Bring it back, Nexa. Bring it back. What?
They'll be able to calm that
so
down
clean.
The line at least. Right now, they
going
should
up
look
on the roof,
to
so that's
chase
good.
down
Free
xantares up here. Just work on isolating this one
Monesy,
player who
well aware.
is in the back line.
Yeah, man.
He's playing right into their
kicks
hands. G2
nice.
stabilize. 3v2 given over.
Easy round again.
And now
Never in danger.
Never in situation of the last round. This time niko's down at lower. They split the defense 1-1. Low HP on Nexa in the back of the lobby. And even though he's got teammates nearby, they're not here to trade just yet, only now arriving. If twistzz can muster up another magic Deeg shot, that might help massively, but no love found for twistzz. They're going to go ramp right into niko. They're playing right into his hands. This guy's having a phenomenal season, and they're about to discover him on the ramp room. One kill, no more as monesy cuts him down.
The first guy is actually dangerous because Nexa didn't check him.
Thank goodness monesy's there to keep that round in check.
Nexa was knife out and didn't check him, so I think if obviously you don't want to risk it because that angle is so tight, but if niko held his shot, I think he's guaranteed the first two there. That was very, very close for G2, but they will take their anti-ecos in their stride. 3-0 before the guns come through for Heroic.
Maybe he was tilting because someone didn't do their protocol correctly and Taz told him to chill.
Looking for a pick, but that deep smoke means anyone could be close.
Oh, he's telling them to go lower.
To be feared in this position on both halves. They're actually playing wider than the smoke. The spam is perfect. He even sees the AWP on top of the box, so nerds, no need to reface.
Not see them? What the fuck?
He crosses back garage. Powerful position. Even allows main as an entrance. G2 are kind of milling around in the yard now with no real util but a smoke on monesy. And no opportunity presented.
Yeah, can at least use that to smoke off main. Try give them an isolated fight onto nerds, who's still lurking around in the back of the garage. He'll swing out here, and hookzy is on the receiving end of that. There's no chance of a trade. Really, all the real estate they have is just hinging on getting down secret. Nexa even spotted back in the lobby. And monesy will just cross out with the bomb. Still has to worry about nerds, who's been a real pest in the garage. Just pushing and prodding G2 as they tried to make moves out in the yard. He bides his time. And with 20 seconds left, G2 are going nowhere quickly. This one is written off. They do not want to even attempt it. Nerds doesn't give them a choice.
He's
He's going to go hunting for these kills down in secret.
Nice.
Dropping the AWP, but Hunter will be able to retrieve it at least. That's something for G2. It's a very good round from Heroic here. All kind of hinging on Nerds as the one man to accomplish it all outside.
That's a massive kill for him to get in the end, right? It makes all the difference, because from having an AWP and 2 AKs for G2, now they have 1 AWP, 1 AK, 3 pistols. It's a completely different round.
At least
but
4
I'm not
good
sure
guns.
here if monesy was holding him, if he could see it. That whole play seems devised to punish that peak, right? Like, I mean, that's such an easy peak for Nerds to, an easy spam for Nerds to go for.
That smoke almost looked like it was in the way from monesy's POV when we first saw that peak.
Yeah, because if that's not the play, then it's just
trying to anticipate the buy what's gonna be best against it, because like this round is so fucking important. Whoever wins this round is gonna win like at least 2 more rounds. So
on a stack,
taking the time out here.
On a stack.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like the last thing you want to do is make life any easier for Nerds.
If T2 wins this round, it's gonna be 6-1. If Heroic wins it, it's gonna be 3-3 again.
So to lose a round if you're CT. Okay, it's an upper rush, but even some upper sort of pop, like throwing smoke.
Some Nexa magic, man.
The thing you want to do as CT, use your HEs in hut
magic, let's go.
Use a deeper molly so you delay the timings for them. So you figure out if they throw smokes outside, are they actually doing something with it or not? Are they going to go out?
Is the UMP good now?
Enables you to sort of solve the puzzle.
It has a lot of armor penetration. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, only the MP7 has more armor pen, but it's more expensive, so...
don't get me wrong, he's no issue with that across the series.
Did it get buffed, or is it just like nobody was aware?
Will get denied in at ramp.
It didn't get buffed, no. But most people just play Mac-10 because you can jump and run so much.
It's uprooted their entire life.
So many UMP users now.
Will he be able to do it again, or will monesy get the drop on him?
Break. A good time.
Oh,
kill.
okay. Lucky to
just
be alive.
A bit of light damage to niko, and a player gets by. They know about it. The possibility is
hard for G2 to get down.
Heroic send kicks him down the vent, but he's
no
barely
spam.
survived.
Okay.
Oh!
What? There's a spam.
Fuck. The third nade to break
now
the
they know they have full info. Oh, that's gonna be impossible to
easy.
And he'll take 2 with it.
Zack!
Want to see a flick. He even hits the zoom again as he takes nikoDoz's head out and off. 3-on-4, G2. They're still uncomfortable, but with Kixon so low,
close the prediction, guys.
can't
Bang.
even play for information here in B. He just has
and
to tuck
Kixon
in,
1
try and take
HP.
one with him.
Winnable.
7 HP, 7.
Last-ditch attempt.
But 1 bullet, my brother.
30 seconds, G2 will be going.
If he gets hit by a flash.
Yeah, even 1 kill from Kixan. There you go. That's
stay alive.
Unlikely.
The fact he gets away with that.
Nice.
Taken into the trade at least, but twistzz still lurks inside of this site. 1 more man left to get through. Gonna hold the vent for the rotate, but Nurse is already down through secret. twistzz might have been
Monesy.
but they're not able to deal with it. And monesy gets boxed in as
now
the
it's
last man standing.
3-3.
Fast flank through secret. Move down the vent. Heroic pool there, primed and ready to go.
It's okay, we're not losing to Heroic, bro.
No.
I mean, that's really nice team play from Heroic, right? Like, that's a third HE that you use outside. No way G2 is expecting it. They make a conscious decision to sort of fight for yard, be weak on other spots on the map, ramp.
It's okay.
All good.
And they force G2 on a Glock eco.
They even delayed,
maybe 2 kills now would be sick to damage the economy a bit.
Monesy.
And of course, it's the third one. Heroic well prepared for the wall, and Nerds will put them to bed outside. Already 2 kills. Oh, he's really hungry for the ecos.
He wanted those eco kills, holy shit.
Yeah.
Someone's got to have them. And really, you want 5 alive, but niko
has
1
kill, 1 more would be sick to damage the economy.
Too much room. Hunter jumping to his death, and
Let's go,
niko
AK.
chance to break the bank.
Ooh.
2
guys
low HP. That last round with monesy on the AWP, that he's not just waiting for exactly the break and sort of getting the frags, right? But sometimes it's hard to nail the timing. Also, there's so many angles you need to watch out for when those smokes do break.
He certainly will be now.
Timing.
Oh, he
didn't see.
Spotted, presumably.
No 69ers?
Yeah.
No.
Kixan knew that one playing right into his hand, and so Heroic tie this game up now at 3-all as they brush aside that Glock round.
It's an important round to get some momentum back.
But Heroic still make money on the back of that round. Smooth moves from monesy at the start, but actually then caught by the nade.
Having fun.
All right, then.
Oh, the shadow. That is such. This is
Oh,
one
the shadow,
of the
no?
more
What the fuck?
annoying shadows in the game. Nuke radio.
Let's
Gotta
go.
watch out there.
Nuke is a fair few, right?
Oh, I
No,
love
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
Lobby
reflect,
aggro.
reflect.
Rest of
No!
Heroic moving in with him. They try
Oh,
to upset
yeah,
Heroic
yeah.
early here. They know the rifles are
Oh,
coming
but
back
nice
out for
move from
G2,
Heroic, something
and they look
aggressive to
get in
change
their
the
heads. They
pace, but
disrupt whatever
fuck.
game plan G2 might
Okay,
have
monesy is
had
alive.
with instant
Uh-oh.
lobby
We believe.
aggression. Monesy
Yes, we
left in
believe.
the
They give him
clutch.
stupid
How many
kills.
times have you had to say
We
that
believe.
today?
I don't believe.
Nails the first,
You do
but where
believe.
does he
No,
go
I
from
don't.
here? Lobby conceded, bomb
Fuck.
controlled, and niko's still roaming out in the yard on this AWP. There's no free real estate for monesy here.
I'm starting
He's
to
gotta
believe.
earn every inch. And so as he makes his way around, all
What an
bearing down
AK.
upon
You
him,
know
he's
those
not to know
stickers?
that yet. You favour
Yeah,
niko's
of
in
course.
this one,
Vox
without a
Emino,
shadow of a
recent.
doubt.
I buy power.
Yeah.
What's he
You know the
trying to
price
do?
of Hyperpower Holo?
Fake some steps forward.
50?
And go back. This won't be heard.
Yeah, roundabout.
And they're moving, no muscles, holding that bomb.
Is Titan more or less?
The fastest way
Nowadays
for the
more.
CTs to lose the round was, well, this
Holy
was
shit.
the fastest way for the
IBPs, yeah.
T's.
Titan's like 7 now.
Layered attack into the
Whoa.
lobby.
The
Honestly,
fuck?
waits in the smoke fade.
Imagine
They've already
unboxing
pulled
that.
back. 30 seconds, they've got the bomb
Hey, imagine not
site.
selling them back in the
Could
days
have
for
the
3
bomb.
cents.
What are you going to do with it? He's going to waste so much time just trying to pick this back up.
Or imagine
Yeah, right. I mean, he's
unboxing a
fully
nip
expecting
holder
them to
sticker.
still
How
be
about
kind of
that?
hanging around and
Hold
fighting
on.
for this, and it's only now that the
Hold on.
penny's starting to
Fuck.
drop. Okay, they've given me the bomb, but that means they're playing back within the sites. As he moves in, you've got this orb watching outside. niko's
Nice
makes
play,
quick
yeah.
work of monesy and locks him out of another clutch attempt. Heroic up in the lead, and for G2, while they're trying to catch their bearings back in the lobby, while they're
Yeah.
listening to whatever Hooksy have planned, Heroic just
They need to
move
win a
in
take
and
9 rounds now.
lay waste
Let's
to
go.
whatever the game plan was here.
Something
That
fast,
is a
maybe some ramp
devastating way
explode
for you
or
to
a...
return to the rifle rounds
We
to
need
go.
something.
Yeah, this is just a really, really good CT side from Heroic, right? Great change of pace for
Du
them.
kannst
to
auch Deutsch, oder?
go aggressive, catching G2 off
Wo in
guard despite
Deutschland,
the
ja?
deep
Oha.
In
molly
Deutsch?
and Shush sort of
That's the first time I heard you
showing
talk
himself
German.
that he's advancing. And because there's no bomb plans, I
No,
mean,
like this.
this is just
That's crazy.
pistols and armor for G2 trying to hit some deagle shots, but nothing to be
Uh-oh.
found. And from this point on, the goal
Yeah,
is
it's
to
falling
just
apart a
win
little bit.
a round or two.
They're starting
right?
to build a
Because
lot of
Heroic
money
is
as well. We need 2 kills.
dominating so much, they're out of reset territory.
Oh,
Oh!
Remainder of the half, depending on how many guns they lose in this round.
no,
Just
one
the
is not
one.
enough.
Hooksy, 19 ADR.
Retrieves the AWP at least. So yeah, once again, it's another money-making round for Heroic.
Oh, if Monesy loses this best of 3, I
The last time
actually
they
really
bought these
sad for
guns
him.
out, their
Why is their
round ended
sponsor cut off?
abruptly as hell. So this time they're
It's
going to be
the-
cautious.
Gambling
We
side, no?
mentioned that
Gambling
G2
sponsor.
Fnatic game where G2's 17 win streak got broke.
I never heard of them before, but
and that was
Me
at
neither.
the start of last year. You know who broke that win streak? It was niko's going
We only on
23
skin
and
bit out here.
5 on Nuke.
Hey!
Coming up with a 12-round CT
Yes,
first
sir.
half. Right now, he is on the money to do that
Whoopsie.
once again.
Oh, here we are. Pace change out of G2. They
Nice.
try to bring the heat to Heroic. A no-scope from niko's.
What the fuck
It's
is
not
happening?
without its own setbacks.
fuck?
It's just the one and done. A 2-on-3 in the retake here. Money available for Heroic so they can justify giving this a
Oh
look.
no, Niko.
Util's gonna burn
Niko.
out into the open.
Niko.
And he even
Uh-oh.
perishes in that Molotov.
No way.
G2 might
Not
get
like
the
this.
plant, but now it's even odds, and
No, we
suddenly
got
Heroic
this.
are interested.
Kit available on
That's
Earth. They also have
Wade's
2
back
smokes.
in main. There's a re-smoke in his face, and he
Mayonnaise
tries to
still has a
react
molly.
off the
Could come
back
in
of it.
clutch.
Won't be given anything.
Wichtig. Oi!
This falls down the ladder. That could
What
be
a
a bit
game.
of a
How did
disaster.
this not-
Heroic might have just
What?
looked to save if
How
that
did the
molly
molly
came
fail?
in, but instead
Nice.
they throw themselves
Oh.
out through heaven.
Nice.
And
That
it takes
molly, bruh.
monesy with a swift double kill to keep that round in good standing for G2. monesy as the one consistency they've been able to rely on. It's great that he's able to keep it going here in this third map. But this one gets real close considering the success that G2 have early. I don't know what happened here. I mean, I know he's worried about getting swung from heaven, but
thought it wouldn't spread us.
Accepted his fate.
Just dies in the fire. Oh, niko's aggression out in the yard. Aggression across the board. And he's now on a very deep angle. Even takes
nice
a swing, but
niko.
it's just the tag to niko, who counts his lucky stars, because for the first time, one of these niko shots doesn't just wreck the round from the get-go. He gets out with his life intact, and
mayonnaise.
Now monesy even steps up to the plate and was given a chance to extend this lead here.
That's only the second opening fight that G2 have won in the map.
niko down is
come
huge.
from niko 10 rounds into the game.
13 kills as well.
Spells disaster, but it's also
niko RVP, what could go wrong?
4 rounds despite that.
But look at the disparity in utility, right? Only one smoke left on kxg, so much utility for G2.
I swear Bogdan's lost.
They have a lot of options here.
They're going to fake out A and walk back around. twistzz in this position on his own, holding down with a nice headshot angle.
He gets one and gets back from the off angle.
Going to get a lot of dinks off. Hooksy dead, no trade. twistzz coming back for more, but his teammate gets mollied. Is he still going to commit? No. That would be
thank
ballsy.
you. He would have got insane
help
timing.
from hell. twistzz must retreat, and G2 don't know where to go or what to do.
Gary, niko, monesy, 16 HP.
Yeah, I mean, the fact they feel so fried here, when as you point out, Anchor, they've got all this util to play around with. They had the 5v4. This felt golden. This felt like a diamond in the rough type round for the G2 squad.
Yeah. Do they
now they look real fearful. And we're good niko and monesy, the two players that are actually doing something for G2.
Ooh, that's awkward. They didn't see it, did they?
Didn't see him.
8 seconds. If he denies. Oh, 5 seconds. 20.
There's time. There's time.
No. He had it, no? He didn't plant it. Did
I
he?
think so as well. There was 5 seconds, no?
Like they had it. I'm with you, Harry. That felt like they had it
Stop
just
it.
in time. No one even got off the bomb, but G2 a second too late, and it all comes from twistzz, who sits inside of that smoke and wins the round. I want to say there was a G2 smoke. They threw that for Decon door and they missed it.
But look at this. I mean, if we can have the HUD here or not, it doesn't matter. But at this moment, before they go in, there's so much utility left on G2, right? Like you could use it to fake up with more utility and then go ramp. Why are you just searching in a 5v4, right? Giving twistzz an easy kill. I feel like that was a mistake from G2 this time around. And it also, they need more time to clear them and everything. They end up running out of time. So with so much utility, use it.
I'm shocked he gets away with that backside kill. It's all off of a miss smoke from G2 as well.
We need this round. If we don't win this round, it's
they had time
far.
to stick it, but just a second too late.
Go, boys.
Heroic looking to rob this opening series of the group stage away from G2, and they're doing it in fantastic form right now. You thought you had the leftovers of that Danish squad. Well, right now they are putting on a masterclass.
That was just such a huge round, right? Because the money was getting low for both teams. Look at this force now from G2 behind the saved guns.
Break is available. Two players very quick. And no spots. monesy's over. He's looking for them peeking as the break comes in. It's a nice way of dealing with it, but he's not wide enough to find the kill. Sure, G2 get down to secret at least, but that bomb will not be with them.
And it's hard now because exactly they don't have the C4, so you have 2 players down. Either you're going to use them to draw attention and bait something, or you try to split with them through ramp, but that's an easy call for Heroic.
Heaven Orb as well, got to be careful.
Nice,
Another
niko.
opening for niko. Early 5v4 given to G2.
1 in 10.
And as we've so often said, this has to be the one they capitalize on. Last time they almost got scared in this position. Freaked out by the twistzz kill at ramp.
Nice.
But niko is looking to make it happen.
Oh, that's awkward.
Low inerts, trading
no, he gets
turnaround from Hunter, and a pivotal kill there. The Tech9 delivers. Hunter dies falling down, but the bomb makes it. monesy even rings out with another, and now it's niko giving chase to Ghosts. A lost round as G2 slip on in thanks to a keen double from niko and a quick turn from Hunter in the ramp room to save the day.
Monesy's already hunting. He went silo to hunt down this kill, so he knows that niko has to get out somewhere. And hell is not the place to be right now.
5T runs on you already.
The frustration on his face. He knows he had this round for his team. If he maybe even just gets 1 kill, it's enough. And
then niko is there at hell, and he drops a bomb, and he can play it. So Yeah, that's a disaster.
I feel like I want to see G2 do like the wider smokes outside, right? Because we've seen Heroic have like this real sense of always wanting to blow those open and fight through it. And I think you get given a few more angles to kind of ease your way into when those smokes get blown open. Instead of, as you pointed out earlier, like when monesy's trying to scope on the on the smoke wall for outside, when it's this close, there's just so many angles that you don't get to like pre-adjust to before that smoke blows.
I think, though, this was a good adjustment from G2 when it comes to exactly that, because they saw Heroic didn't necessarily immediately destroy the smoke. So if we throw them and run, we'll get into secret before they get information. And I think that helped niko find the entrance.
On Heroic. Come on.
niko has to be the hero now. He's throwing himself forward. He's been left to the wayside in back-to-back rounds. So it's time for niko to have his say. We have a tight angle for Nerds. They're just going to walk this. They have all the utility in the world. We need smokes for the cross, or there will be casualties for G2.
And surely not. They know there's an op in the round as well.
Bro, the casters are yapping, bro.
I like how they throw these on the fly as well. They've got actual lineups
Getting
for them.
down.
monesy goes over, Nerds reads it. He saw that last time. He's going to deal with it this time.
A lot of steps down. It's going to be rough. niko already down with the off.
Oh! Goes for the real peek. It's in the volley. niko living.
Calm down, Hooksy.
And his ex-teammate won't even hound him down.
Okay. He knows what he's doing.
Reset and go main. Nerds again back garage.
niko?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this could all come tumbling down the
Nice!
If Nerds goes on a tear here, but
easy round now.
Oh, the white, chill.
Once again, onto
Easy
Nerds.
round now.
That's now twice in a row. He's put a stop to that
Look,
multi-kill
they have no position at
potential.
all. They have to be scared of main. They have to be scared of heaven
Now
flank.
4v4 G2.
If Heroic wins this, you give me a knife?
One man down at lower. That's Hooksy
Maybe
locked in this
forest?
fight. The rest of the gang taking
That's
some
good.
real estate over at Hell. They want to try and join up with Hooksy.
See?
He really wants his kill because he knows he's legged him as well. The pistol was out, 20 seconds.
But they have no one down. It's actually winnable for G2. It's winnable for G2. Look,
he thought they were going
they have full out of position.
Now he's got to deal with this, and he knows he can stop that bomb and win the round. Going for a crazy move. niko's going to catch him on the left. His door's covered. Hooksy kills rotations, and just when you think Heroic have everything they need, it all comes crumbling back down.
They're both 1 HP.
I'm scared.
niko still taps out a second shot. twistzz needs this kill instantly, and Hooksy is too far away.
He's gonna stick it.
He's
just gonna stick.
Ah! Smoke fading. He gets off. He freaks out. He fears it. And Hooksy comes in for the kill. The captain clutches up for G2.
Damn! Ice cold ice.
An absolute heartbeater of a round. And G2 hold on 6-6.
That was close though, man.
Oh,
Boys, running an ad swift not during the second half and last half of this best of 3, the first one of the day. Spirit versus Navi right after that. I hope you're bricked. Let's fucking get this, bruh. Let's fucking get this, bruh. Let's go, bruh. Man, this is easy. I'll check the global offensive radar real quick. I'll BRB, alright?
Yep. Good luck.
Chat. Good luck, it's crazy. Let me see, chat. Let me see. Bang, 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 bang. We only have a minute to spare, I think. We gotta go quick. We gotta go quick. We gotta go quick. Let me see. Let me see. Bro, chat, I am fries right now, not gonna lie. What do we have? Thank God I know this guy's name. Health and gun would suck if I could actually see the enemy. Huh? Ooh, yeah, this is annoying. That is very fucking annoying, bro. Front page is crazy for that. I wish these overheads worked like pings, in that the closer your crosshair is, the more transparent it becomes. Good call! Good call, bro. I hate when this happens. When you watch fucking Ramp on Vertigo and there's a guy fucking holding the box, it is so fucking annoying. It feels like yesterday. Is that Tarek? Lol. Tarek, Olaf Meister, Spider-Man. Interesting. Friendly suggestion. Oh, FaZe Clan getting ready. Is this on the B stream?
That one, Jason.
They did have to win that one.
FaZe Clan against Rebels should be easy clap.
in the rafters and lose the round from that.
Yeah, you
Shut up, I'm happy that we're not watching that game.
I think FaZe up 7-0. I think everyone's probably starting to get a little bit horny, looking for
my days.
They feel very.
That would have been a never mind. I thought.
broky especially can't hold him back.
broky's one of those players. when he gets in a certain range,
7-1.
you just kind of got to unleash him.
Yeah, you just
157 AD on Frozen. That is disgusting.
send him out. Let him do what he does best. Sometimes.
What else?
Fish dish.
This is Dunk from a few years ago. No fucking way.
Не хочешь бабок нет, они даже смог не могут в таким состоянии.
Real?
Они уже не хотят рисковать.
Wait, is it actually real?
Ну давайте прикольнем тихо. Киньте флешки просто под Б, много.
It doesn't look like Dunk. Isn't Dunk much older than that? Nah, I'm just kidding. Is it actually him? No way. Posted from... Someone said posted by Overdrive. Oh, it says Fluff. It's not him. Fluff always means... Something is so funny about the camera panning. I thought this was a troll when I saw the mouse grip. Nah, that's my goat. Interesting. Let's go, bro.
Even though he sits down bottom of the board, headed into
Lock-in's
round
funny.
12 with just one kill to his name. He finds a 1v2 to secure an even scoreline for his team.
Easy with double dualies on a
Real talking
can't go
point for
wrong.
this G2 squad has been monesy's performance. He sits at, I think it was
Monesy's gonna pop through the smoke on contact.
Series.
Yeah.
3 kills.
Insane numbers from him, and he finally has one teammate switched
Hunter.
on niko. So let's see Hunter run out on the top side. Monesy battling for control of the door, and he will secure it.
Yeah.
It's a helping hand, and
So easy, I knew it.
is down. That last kill.
So easy.
It's a big triple from monesy in the pistol as he continues to put his best foot forward here to open up the G2 run in Katowice.
Monesy unchained. I think he almost lost track of that player in door, and he ends by just leaping into the hut to finish the round. Knows he needs to put his team in his backpack sometimes, and he carries them all the way home from school. 7-6. G2 don't even have to deal with the typical second round force buy. There's been pretty pacey on these T sides for Heroic when they do come in.
Easy 8-6.
This is the first map, I think, that we've seen CTs even win the pistols.
Go back to spawn.
Yeah, a great moment for G2 to win both pistols. Eco from Heroic just with the smokes. But to G2, it looks like it's a force.
Ooh.
Get the ace.
Now the Monesy 3K.
Easy.
And next is just here to mop up the remainders.
Monesy's at 17 already again.
Round, but the
Holy shit, on
M4 at
T
least
side.
saved out of it. G2 stick the landing versus the Glocks.
Yeah,
Let's see, I wouldn't count Heroic out yet. They've been playing some really good Counter-Strike this series, and you know, for Saw and Nuke was one of their better maps, right? Definitely a lot of set pieces in there. So they can do this.
Or maybe something aggressive from G2. 2 saved MP9s. Maybe a nice little lobby crunch.
Ooh.
G2 with momentum, one of the scariest
Just
teams
a
out
boring
there.
default.
That is true. That kind of combo the nade with that molly off the roof. Catching any player falling off of it. Hooksy is, or rather Hunter is up on top anyway, climbing. Gonna cross outside. Do we have on the fly smokes? There are 2 available here. One of them's back in spawn though. That will be the wall for Heroic to allow them to cross down. Monesy is there though. Wouldn't want anyone else right now. He's gonna take
Monesy on fire again. Another entry.
Yeah, and I think at this point in the game, if this wasn't a strategy already after how this series started, you see Monesy, you look to go elsewhere.
Did you ever play Valorant, Funny?
Like they've already used a lot of utility. G2 should keep track.
You never tried it?
Right? So now there's no need to challenge anymore. The pressure is on Heroic.
I'm not enjoying a kid's game.
Their utility, they couldn't get into secret.
That's pretty base, but I'm telling you, it's a really bad game. When I tried it, I hated it.
Just a smoke main
funny.
flash and try to go
out so many fucking spells that you have to
so that niko can play on
It was not enjoyable at all.
Oh, they just walk. Spotted by Hooksy.
Nothing for me.
Death comes swiftly to Nerds. There's
Nice,
the push
it's
out
looking
from Ramp.
good.
Bit of aggression in from Hunter
Very
as
good
well as
even.
he creeps the smoke in the door. Shush, one kill, end of the line. niko's never given the room in this one. Lost to the hands of time out in the yard.
No money, 10-6,
So the
easy.
first rifle round also goes the
I'm so
way of
baffled
G2.
that you play meeting in 2024.
But what did we talk about for monesy
How many-
overpass? If you
how
go
many
back
players
to
does it have?
Decision making,
A lot of players,
positioning,
especially on
choosing where to
private
go at the
servers.
start of the
Are
round.
you sure?
Now he just goes
Yes.
straight secret with the rifle, or maybe not straight,
It
but
is
he goes to secret.
good,
Niko
like
is the yard player, and
4 to 5k, like per private server.
I haven't heard anyone talk about meeting in ages.
Outside. He's in perfect position to punish that.
Only,
as you see
only
here,
the real
and
one.
at that point, the jig is up for Heroic. They don't have utility left to really gain control somewhere else. If you didn't get yard and you spent all your
Monesy is
utility, those
close
narrow
to
choke points on
100
A
kills.
and even ramp,
He needs
In the
it's
50
very
more.
difficult to turn the round in your favor. Nerds tries to make a play, but
Oh, holy shit, that would be insane. In
gets
he has
killed on A,
200
and
kills in a
now
best of
it's
3.
looking pretty grim for Heroic.
bro,
no
like,
bomb plant either. They had
I
this
hate
hero
when people
AK,
just
it
look
had to
at
be
like,
a half buy at this point
it doesn't make
behind
any
it.
sense, or?
And niko
Like,
does
if you get 50 kills, doesn't it just mean that you're bad at the game? Because you can't close out the game early. Like if you're 13-0 someone, you're not gonna get. You can't get that many kills. You know.
Yeah.
If you have a close game, you will drop a 50 bomb.
But it also means he fucking tracked G2 over the line in a close match.
That is true.
A lot of nades here, so they're going to try and rain those in at the start of the round.
If you have a lot of kills, it's always good, my brother.
Is anyone unfortunate?
Because if you're 13-0 3 times in a row, like
niko knows better.
versus every game going to
Early
OT,
attempt to
you
kinda
struggle.
cheese in their way
Of
to
course,
an
you're gonna have
opener
more kills
falls
than
on
that. You know?
deaf ears.
I mean, that would be nice.
And so now it will be niko's with this hero gun having to open up the round.
I do like these on-the-fly walls people are throwing. They're just taking their time. They get towards red. It's not, clear as well. They missed one in this round. G2 are nailing them. You don't see the smokes flying over the top. You get time to prime the nades, get in position. Hunter, headshot. You needed niko, and you got him. A big kill down B. Hooksy looking like he wants to make a play, but they're double door right now to cut that rotation.
You need a
The bomb is down on ramp.
Ah.
For Heroic, so that makes this round pretty awkward.
Nice.
It's not ideal.
Hooksy.
Mr. ohnePixel, hello,
has
have
just
nice
slipped
day.
this timing past them, and they're trading places with him, crossing
What's
out the
happening?
door into the site. Only time will tell who this favors, but Hooksy just peels off and goes and rejoins his teammates in at the ramp. twistzz with one of these scavenged guns. 30 seconds left to make a move if you're Heroic. And this one is going to be living and dying on the hill of this bomb. Nerds and Shush both eliminated by Hooksy. And for niko and twistzz, there should be no win in this one. They've got 15 seconds and a full ramp stack to get past. No more kills for niko. It's all monesy all day. 21-9 as he is putting in a world-class performance across this series.
He's at 90 kills in the best of 3. Holy shit.
If anything, speaks volumes as to both how quiet his team have been and how well Heroic have been playing.
Did kxgo just not know he had the bomb? That seems like the only way that happens, right? Like he just runs out alone with a Glock.
I think it's because Nexa threw the molly, right? So his teammates didn't really follow through with him. He had the bomb, and really unfortunate for Heroic. monesy plus 34 for the series without this map.
Yeah, it's about to go even higher.
Plus 46 as of right now. Just an incredible performance for him, and Heroic needs to start putting some rounds on the board here.
And what's most impressive about those scorelines is like he's in single-digit deaths, but it doesn't feel like he's not a Shiro. You know, he's not a hyper passive AWPer. He'll happily throw himself in for opening kills.
Remember Anubis.
That's how he gets most of his picks, right? He's the opening piece on the CT side. So yeah, it's even more impressive when you think about that. If you think monesy, you don't
look
think
at that
passive,
taking
but
space.
the numbers,
JKS would just sit on ramp.
Right, nice little flank in the lobby. There's a quick A split coming though, so they've got to be fast on this ramp side. Hunter spray is ugly, but don't worry, there's a bomb dropped as well as the round. Nexa finds a big spray, and G2 continue this massive streak.
And the celebration is huge there out of G2. They know how important winning that round was, right? They can feel the momentum picking up. You said G2, when they've got a bit of momentum behind them, so hard to put a stop to. And critically there, after more rifles getting brought forward. This is the back-breaking of Heroic, a team that have been able to long out these games and OT, have been able to compete in OT.
Monesy. Let's go.
This one might get cut short on the back of the money alone, and that's why you see hooXi just exploding in celebration at the culmination of that round.
So sad to see Heroic go out with a whimper in this way. They've been hyper-competitive all series. Nerds has had a fantastic first 2 maps, but this third one, we've seen some issues, we've seen some whiffs, and we've seen some rounds that Heroic will regret in the long run.
And this is why it's so hard to play from behind, right, to nuke, because you haven't won any rounds, you haven't conditioned your opponent. Every play in the book is open to them, and G2 with another
How did Heroic push us to that map, bro?
Play that really saved them here with Nexa on the flank, finding the kills.
They're not that good.
The CT side was actually good on Null.
Oh, niko arrives on the scene
The
out in
T
the
side
yard.
looks pretty lost in the individual.
Only the one. niko does, tries his hand at the double, but hooXi able to drop that hero gun outside. Nerds will at least gain some real estate, but this is something G2 have to be considering in the back of their minds.
Gonna be timing.
As to whether or not Nexa is going to be prepared for it, that's a whole different factor. He's creeping forward out in the yard, and so this player down low is still not even known about. Nerds now arrives. monesy's not considering this.
Navi,
A flick
so
will be
horny.
required if he wants to locate this man moving out secret. That shot sails on past. This is awkward for Heroic though. They've got one smoke to try and ease
What's
the
your
burden
prediction?
of crossing past
Just,
Monesy's
I mean,
AWP.
score-wise.
I don't know if it's a one smoke kind of game right now, boys.
Yeah.
Not with the game that he's having. He nails Shush on
Like,
the
if you would have to bet
hooXi
your
already
fucking money
down
on
at
it,
lower,
like.
and it's all left on to kxan. Heroic having to come to terms
Really?
with the fact that this game has well and truly gotten away from them. Double doors swing open. Everyone watching on, their fingers crossed.
I'm obviously not giving advice to bet money on Spirit.
Yeah, no, of course.
The weight of the world on his shoulders, and that weight might be too much to bear as kxan whittled down. And moments away from getting finished off here, hooXi will be the one to
Done
do
deal.
it.
He's had a lot of high impact kills in this series, hasn't hooXi?
We said
3
2-1 before, yeah?
right there and then, and G2. Not that he's going to leave the server, leave the series as the savior of G2. That's no doubt monesy, but it's felt like a very good day in the office for G2.
I think it's also the small things, like after this kill, he falls back. Even though G2 is rolling and they're winning rounds, like they're in a 3v1, like he doesn't give any freebies to his opponents. Always aware what's the best move for his team to win the round, and that cannot be
Here we go, finish them.
From 6-4 up to 6-12 down, will this be the 9th round in a row for G2? If so, this series is dead. And G2 continue their group run. In fact, start their group run here at Katowice. Heroic coming hot off the play-in.
Yeah, and I think, you know, they can have their work cut out for them, honestly. Like, you know, monesy has been fantastic, but really that's been the main talking point here for G2. It's another round where he looks to get tested with this AWP. Hunter wants to fight in the heart. He succeeds on the ramp side, ducking and weaving out of danger, and now he's ready to become the danger. In with the ramp swing, he is the one who knocks here, and he's knocking down Heroic. Just niko left standing, and even though this guy's given us star-studded performances in this series, it's monesy we'll be talking about. G2, 13-6 victory, and it's spearheaded with a
and he was only 600k. Give me 5 of them, bro.
Fucking hell. I didn't see 90 kills so far in the best of 3 in this CSGO.
Ah, but Swanny, it means the team is bad.
Yeah, okay. And then monesy
like if they 2-0, he's not gonna get 90 kills, you know?
Yeah, okay, the team is bad and monesy is bad.
Nah, Mayonnaise is boss.
I mean, take a bow, monesy. What a
I mean, obviously the team isn't good if you need one guy to drop 90 kills, but